Welcome in, everybody. As you guys file in, I have a quick video for you guys to watch just to kind of help us get into what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome in. I'm so sorry I'm late, guys. There is a lot that I had to get before I came on here, but I'm glad everybody's here, and let's get into this.
Artist more, than a producer. An artist more, than a producer. Not saying that you know being a producer doesn't make you an artist, because it does.
Right.
But this time, the man that's going to be producing my album, he's right here.
Nice. There he is.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you, man?
Gonna be the producer, and I got my boy Taylor Helgeson. That's his real name, but he goes by Louie. That's what I always know him as. So, but like, I'm just excited, and not only that, these are like the only friends I have in the world. So anybody out there watching will know that. Like, I keep a very small circle. So
I know.
Giving him like over 100K, right? Something like that.
75 to 150.
Up front, or
let me see the paperwork so I could review it with my people too, because I have to protect myself. You feel me?
So it could be something like that's why he wanted. He would have had to have dished out 75K or whatever. So
and he's supposed to do that up front per album, or that was publishing royalties and stuff.
It's 68 pages. You know how people try to get around on you.
Yeah, email that to me.
Right.
I want to read it for sure.
I just don't like people like this. Where has he been the last few years? Because I remember I talked to this guy one time on the phone with Aaron, because Aaron made some wild video on Instagram. Oh, Steve Zapp doing all this. And then me and Aaron got on the phone, and Steve Zapp says, I want nothing to do with you, Aaron. I'm scared of you. So I said, okay, that's it. We're done. And he's like, yes, we're done. And then now Aaron dies, and he starts doing this. It's like, bro, what are you doing? You're fishing for money. Because you want, when Aaron's dead, you want everyone to go click on the Love album so you get all the money. That's what it kind of looks like to me.
I don't know. This seems really fishy to me. I'd like to review it for my protection if you could send it to me, bro. This is just weird.
Did his family have a memorial? Did they do a memorial for him?
I mean, that's private, but they're having a private gathering. That's all I'll say on that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if they were doing a public, if they were having anything public or not.
Nah.
I don't know. Like, his Blacklisted album, man, I don't fucking know. Like, Sony, I don't even know what they would do with it. Like, because number one, Aaron didn't really write any. Like, he wrote, but he didn't. We wrote most of that stuff. So if Sony wants to take that and take the songs, they're gonna have to ask us. Now the song "Falling on Your Face," like, we were getting a little bit of heat about it. You know, like, oh, it's like, I get it, Aaron's on there, but that doesn't mean that's Aaron's songs. You know what I'm saying? Because we helped him write that shit. So if people want to really say something about it, but it's like, why? I mean, we did it. You know what I'm saying? We gave him the inspiration to sing it, you know? And that doesn't necessarily mean it's his records. So that's like the problem we're having, because I mean, hell, I was just like posting one of my songs on Instagram, and like, yo, they said Sony owns my record. I was like, what? Hell no. So I had to like get the papers out, and you know what they said to me after like a long list of like why I shouldn't be putting out the song because it's by Sony, and when I gave them facts, you know what they sent? Thank you. Like, man, I thought I was gonna get like a big celebration, but no. I hope so, though. I hope Aaron Carter, I hope they do. Like, I hope we get it all back somehow, and like we can solve this problem, because they're just kind of fucking them. You know, at the end of the day, we gave up my shares to Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that album got dropped, like, I didn't even know the album was even gonna drop. I knew it was scheduled to, but I didn't know that day it was gonna happen. And I was just so fucking confused that day, because, in fact, that day when I found that Aaron Carter, when he passed away, I was literally doing a judging. I was at my boy Tyler's show, and I was judging a bunch of artists. And when I got to the venue, I found out, and I was like, oh man, like, wasn't even right. I called Winter, and he was like, it's true, and I was like, oh fuck. And then I just got lost. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even attend to any of the things that my boy was throwing that day at the event. I just kind of like was gone. I didn't tell anybody what was going on. I mean, my boy Tyler knew, but I didn't tell nobody what was going on. Like, there was a whole bunch of artists that wanted to talk to me, and I couldn't that day. Like, you know, people were like, why don't you? I was like, bro, because I'm not like that kind of person who's gonna throw out names just to get attention. Because, oh, what's wrong with him? It was just like, I'm just going through some shit. And what's crazy is, like, they all had to, like, take me home. And, like, I was just so quiet. It didn't even hit me till, like, maybe like a week. It didn't even hit me. In fact, it didn't even hit me who he really was until, like a few days after he passed away. So that was crazy. And then it didn't really hit me in what I had with Carter, as far as like music wise or recording wise. Like, I didn't even realize until like weeks later, or And then one day I woke up, like a few weeks later, and I just started tripping. Like, everything just was just bad. Like, I just started bawling about everything. And I hit Winter up, and he was like, yeah, worst day ever. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So it's just one of those things, man. Like, it's a tragedy, you know? But gotta move forward, and we're just trying to make sure his legacy's still going. And I hope Sony's good people that they'll, you know what I'm saying? Like, one day they'll drop his blacklisted album. Like, I don't know, why would you take it off the shelf for? Like, it doesn't do anybody no good, because like, think about it. Anybody wants to take music off the shelf, like, it does nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it even mean to me? I don't even know what it means. Like, to me, it means nothing, you know? Because things like that, we weren't going to make money off it. Like, come on. We're not that dumb. Like, we're not, like, that mean people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're good people. Hell, Falling on Your Face, Aaron didn't come up with it, but, like, I got royalties to go to Prince. Like, I got it all set up. I have to set it up. The only thing I got going on, like, the only problem I have with it is when he grows up, if I'm still around, I'll give it to him. But if I'm not, I need to find somebody who can give it to him. Like, the codes to get into his email to unlock his money, pretty much. So, you know, if I'm still there, awesome. If I'm not, one of y'all is going to have it. I think I gave it to Andrew, but, you know.
That's classy at all. But the biggest thing wasn't about some hate shit or resentment or anything like that. It was just me acting on the orders of Sony to take it down, because they owned his rights. And that's why I did it. So, you know, I think giving you guys some clarity to understand that, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people Aaron was friends with I wasn't friends with, but I'm not the kind of person to inherit other people's, you know, beef, and I don't expect people to inherit mine. Everybody has the right to be friends with who they want. So me and 3D Friends have talked. We've actually been on the phone, and we've spoken in detail about the situation, what happened, why it happened. And so that's the other thing, you know, there's a big misconception here. Like, you know, we've taken that time to talk and to try to come to, you know, an understanding of what happened. And, you know, I maybe could pay more attention to what they say about me online, but it doesn't do me any favors. And, you know, I have 5 other clients that are incredible, and they need me to put my time and effort into them, and I'm just trying to do my best to do that, you know. So anyway, guys, I don't know. I know I'm kind of rambling. Friends with Brian. So I've known Brian a long time. We're not extremely close, but I know Brian's not perfect. And at the same time, I've always had thank you guys. I've always had a kind of a respect for Brian, because for all Brian's flaws, like, one thing I do know is that Brian cared deeply about Aaron. And so I don't have an ill word to say about Brian. I think he's somebody who genuinely cared about Aaron. I think he's somebody who genuinely wanted what was best for him. He had his own demons, but the vibe I always got from him was that it was actually he's a good guy. He has good intentions, and no, I won't sit here and say a single foul word about that guy. You know, he was a very important person to Aaron, and I respect that. Sinful Gordy, I appreciate it, man. It's been a pleasure. I don't think we met, but absolutely been a pleasure anytime I get on here and meet somebody I haven't met yet. And you know, even if we disagree at first, just having a conversation, and you know, guys, like
Aaron Carter, Scars comes out next Friday, September 23rd. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard by now, it's all over the news that Aaron has recently checked himself into rehab. And a lot of y'all have been messaging me and asking me about that, asking me what's going on. So I wanted to share, a quick little story with you all. So I remember the day that Aaron came to me and told me that he was considering going into rehab. I I was at his house. We were working on the album, and it was kind of out of the blue. But he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, Danny, I'm thinking about going back into rehab. Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think I should do that?" And I told him, I said, "Aaron, if that's what you feel you got to do, then that's what you got to do. And I'm going to support you with whatever you decide." So, long story short, that same day that he came to me and told me this, we started writing a new song. And that song is Scars, the song that's coming out next Friday. So it just, it really just makes the song that much more meaningful and special now that Aaron has, gone forward with this and he's in rehab and he's trying to become a better person. He's fighting for his son. And there's nothing more inspirational and admirable than someone who is trying to get better. So, I just want to say, Aaron, you're my brother, you're my friend, and like I said, I support you, and I believe in you, and I'm happy for you.
An artist more, than a producer. Not saying that, being a producer doesn't make you an artist, because it does. You
Right.
know, but this time, the man that's going to be producing my album, he's right here.
Nice. There he is.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you,
He's
man?
gonna be the producer, and I got my boy Taylor Helgeson. That's his real name, but he goes by Louie. That's what I always know him as. So, but I'm just excited, And not only that, these are like the only friends I have in the world. So anybody out there watching will know that. I keep a very small circle, So
I know.
Giving him like over 100K, right? Something like that.
75 to 150.
Up front or
Let me
publishing?
see the paperwork so I could review it with my people too, because I have to protect myself. You feel me?
So it could be something like that's why he wanted. And he would have had to have dished out 75K or whatever. So
And he's supposed to do that up front per album, or that was publishing royalties and stuff.
It's 68 pages. You know how people try to get around on you.
Yeah, email that to me.
Right.
I want to read it for sure.
I just don't like people like this. Where has he been the last few years? Because I remember I talked to this guy one time on the phone with Aaron, because Aaron made some wild video on Instagram. Steve Zapp doing all this. And then me and Aaron got on the phone, and Steve Zapp says, "I want nothing to do with you, Aaron. I'm scared of you." So I said, "Okay, that's it. We're done." And he's like, "Yes, we're done." And then now Aaron dies, and he starts doing this. It's like, bro, what are you doing? You're fishing for money, because you want when Aaron's dead, you want everyone to go click on the Love album so you get all the money. That's what it kind of looks like to me.
I don't know. This seems really fishy to me. I'd like to review it for my protection if you could send it to me, bro. This is just weird.
Did his family have a memorial? Did they do a memorial for him?
I mean, that's private, but they're having a private gathering. That's all I'll say on that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if they were doing if they were having anything public or not.
Nah.
I don't know. Like, his Blacklisted album, man, I don't fucking know. Like, Sony, I don't even know what they would do with it. Like, because number one, Aaron didn't really write any. Like, he wrote, but he didn't. We wrote most of that stuff. So if Sony wants to take that and take the songs, they're gonna have to ask us. Now the song "Falling on Your Face," like, we're getting a little bit of heat about it. Like, oh, it's like, I get it, Aaron's on there, but that doesn't mean that's Aaron's songs. You know what I'm saying? Because we helped him write that shit. So if people want to really say something about it, but it's like, wow, I mean, we did it. You know what I'm saying? We gave him the inspiration to sing it, you know? And that doesn't necessarily mean it's his records. So that's like the problem we're having because, I mean, hell, I was just like posting one of my songs on Instagram and like, yo, they said Sony owns my record.
Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. No, it's not on repeat. I was letting everybody who had came in midway through get a chance to see the beginning. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Love that. Love that. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, let me fix this shit. Hey, Pearl Grace. Hey, Jamie. Sassy Cat. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Joker Pop. Okay, guys. So that was just a quick kind of like refresh, recap. Hey, Tracy B. Hey, Dippy Bird and Carissa. Yeah, it was just a quick recap, you know, of all of the shenanigans that was going on with Aaron Carter's music back when he dropped the Blacklisted album. You guys remember that album? I seen you guys talking about it. I'm trying to find my actual my scene, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, well, this will have to do for the second. Let's go ahead and get the chat box back up here. All right. And I could go ahead and delete that media. Oh, we'll cancel. I don't know if I want to delete it now. Oh, yeah, no, those ones are down there. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. God, it's hot as hell. So I seen a lot of you in the chat talking about you guys haven't seen not Winter Havens, what the fuck? Danny in a minute. And yeah, the Carterverse has been very quiet for, you know, like the past week or so. And I'm not sure if Danny and Morgan, you know, was bored. I don't know if these guys was, you know, on a binge or something. I'm not trying to accuse anybody of doing any drugs. But Morgan randomly wanted to go on Twitter Spaces. I'm too quiet. Can you hear me now better, Tracy B? Yeah, you guys can hear? So yeah, basically, Morgan came on Twitter Spaces last night to talk about the Blacklisted album and why it got, you know, shelved or some type of shit. I don't know. If any of you guys missed it, I'm gonna play some clips here. But I think it's really, 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 really interesting how everybody in Aaron's world is very against either Louie and Sony or just Louie. As you guys seen the Beat Slinger clip that I had added in there. He's the Asian guy that you guys heard talking about the Blacklisted album. I have a lot of questions about his statement. I also reached out to him and got a response, which is very interesting. I reached out to Mel. Mel was also on the Spaces. So was Marie Hutley. I mean, the Spaces last night was it was very fucking wild, you guys. So yeah. To kind of give you guys some more backstory, I know you guys are like, what the fuck? We're here to watch you talk. I am going to be talking, but I need everybody to kind of be on the same page because a lot of you on YouTube don't really be on, you know, Twitter. A lot of people on Twitter don't be on YouTube. See, we got 2 people already saying they missed it. Right, me and Morgan Matthews argued. We got into a whole fucking argument because he was acting like a child and Danny, aka 3D Friends, was also acting like an infant. Morgan said wild shit like Aaron was never actually signed to Sony. First Morgan was saying that he and Danny had they had nothing to do with Aaron's Blacklisted album being released early and on his birthday, and then came on the spaces and said they released it early and on his birthday even though it was an insignificant date. December 7th, the insignificant date it was released was Aaron's birthday. So I mean that was just kind of disgusting. So I'm getting the spaces right now for you guys. Getting it up. I'm getting it up. I'm so sorry, everybody. But yeah, honestly, it was fucking crazy. I look so sweaty. It is so hot in here.
Well, I think that everybody. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, I pulled it up. Fuck Morgan Matthews. When was Morgan not drunk? Hey, truthfully. Yeah, so just a pre-warning. This Spaces was set up at the request of Morgan, and he wanted to invite Melanie, Danny, Winterhavens, really anybody who could corroborate whatever fucking story he. I don't know. I honestly, like, till right now, you guys, I genuinely don't know what the fuck he wanted or why he wanted to do his Spaces. I was working on a video just to show the hypocrisy between like Czech and Rocky and all of, Aaron's friends now, blaming Louie for doing drugs. So it was just going to be a quick like, ain't this you? And it didn't go the way as fucking planned. I'm still going to drop that. Actually, I might play, what I have now just because it doesn't need to be a full video. But here we go. You guys see that? Okay, so just again, for anybody who just recently came in, I'm going to be giving you guys playing the Twitter Spaces last night with Morgan Matthews, just to, again, get some backstory before I go into... Guys, real quick, I just want everybody who's watching right now to give this stream a like, because I obtained Aaron Carter's official legal contract with Sony Records. I have the 68-page document, okay? I spoke to Beatslinger, and I have his official statement. I have what you're about to hear from Winterhaven's mouth. I also have a written statement from Melanie responding and giving me, her thoughts on all of this bullshit. So go ahead, give me a thumbs up just for doing the hard work, because I promise I don't think that there's anybody else, getting y'all this content. So here is the recap of all of the bullshit that happened on Twitter last night. For those of you who missed it, shout out to Cassandra Explains It All. Yeah, and, shout out to everybody else. Nice, I was doing to say, can someone just confirm what Aaron legally obligated? Oh, yeah, no, we're going to go over all of his legal obligations because I think it's really fucking weird that all of these people are mad that the album was taken off of streaming platforms when, like, he was contracted with someone else. Also, did you guys know that Andrew Winterhaven and Beatslinger have been releasing music of Aaron Carter under the pseudonym Johnny Bravo? Anybody know that? I just recently found that out, like literally last night.
Invite to co-host. Boom.
Let's see if I could turn this up.
Yeah, he said to text him the link, and then he's going to text it to Winter and Danny.
You guys can hear that?
Oh, so he is bringing his group.
Yeah, so it might be a few minutes till they all shuffle in here.
That's fine. That's fine. How's your day going?
Hold on, I was just asked a question, guys. Jamie says, Rico, will you please explain who is who on Spaces if they aren't using... Well, yeah, the only people who's going to really be talking on Spaces, Morgan's name will be Morgan, Danny's name will be Danny, you'll see me, you'll see Cassandra. It's not really too many people that you're not going to be knowing. They can release what they've done with him, role-playing. Well, I mean, if they could, why did they take out the Blacklisted album? Truthfully, me, that's what I was trying to figure out. But while I wait on role-playing to respond, let's go ahead and get into this.
Oh, weird, I guess now, but
Before
pretty
this
good.
wasn't good, yeah.
How about you?
Let's go.
Yes, Johnny
It
Ortega.
was just like a quick little,
not Bravo.
You know the meme that says, "Is this you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a...
Hey everybody.
All right, here we go.
Can you hear us? Can everybody hear okay? You have to like unmute your mic too on the Twitter Spaces.
Hold on, you guys are getting confused by what I'm saying. Princess Allison Sweet Morales, I'm not saying that Andrew Winter was on the Blacklisted album. I'm saying other than the songs on Blacklisted, there is an Andrew Winter song and also a Winter Haven song, separate from all of those songs, that has been released on Apple Music under a new name. So Aaron, like I told you, I'll show you all the clips. Let's just get into this.
Rico, are you able to unmute?
Hey everybody. I hear you. I see it.
Oh, sweet, perfect. Thanks for coming on, Morgan.
How you doing tonight, Morgan?
You're breaking up a little bit, Rico. I don't know if you're in like a bad reception spot or what.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Well, obviously, I want to talk about Aaron. I want to talk about Blacklisted. First, I wanted to make a general... Yes. Are you able to hear me? Okay. Well, I think that everybody that comes in these spaces definitely has like a different relationship to Aaron. I think some of them are fans. I think it'll be a few minutes and people will start popping in here. Internet issues. A lot of fingers, and that was wrong of me. And I don't take all of it back, but I do want to apologize at least to Morgan, but probably not anybody else. And I just wanted that to be on the record.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to get you to the way the part like it starts. It was a little...
Dan, are you there?
Our
3D friends, are you there? Dan?
Yeah, I tried to send Dan a request to speak. Let's see if he can accept it. Rico, is yours working now?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yay, I can hear you.
Perfect. Sorry about that. So Morgan, how are you doing tonight? And Dan, how are you doing? Nice talking to you again.
Well,
I'm good. This is my first Twitter
Wait, hold on.
space.
Wait, I'm going to talk. I know exactly who Rico is. Rico, feel about yourself, and I'm not coming across aggressive. This is just how I talk.
Disclaimer really quick. Morgan had a hard on for me the entire time. I'm not sure why, but he was very he was very wild. I don't know how you can like request to have a live and then start trying to interrogate me, but I digress.
Rico, tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
Well, this Spaces isn't really about me, so I don't know why you said you know me, so I don't really need to tell you about
no.
myself.
I'm asking you politely. So, would you want to? Please, I'm asking.
Yeah, but Dan, again, you started off with you know exactly who I am, so I'm confused as why.
Oh, for those of us who don't know who you are, I guess.
Well, no, it doesn't matter about those. I'm currently interested in talking to Rico. I've been wanting to meet you for a long time. That's why I said it that way. Is that a problem?
Yeah, you can. You know what? You could fill me in. I don't know who Rico
No, Rico's
is.
cool.
And
No,
we
Dan,
spoke.
you did an interview. You did an interview with her, Dan. You did, and actually, she did a video talking about that I was dipping into the publishing of everyone, which I wasn't.
Okay, well, hold on. We could get into
Can
all
you
of
tell us
that.
the story of Blacklisted?
Yeah, we got to start there, Morgan. We got to start there, and then we can get into everything. And I've been, interested in meeting you as well.
Well, now you are, and what I just said, did I hit a soft spot? Because I saw your video online. You just said,
No, you didn't really hit a soft spot. More so, I reached out to you, and you didn't respond. So, I have to continue going on with my content, my stories. I spoke to Dan, and me and Dan had a very cordial, great conversation. I felt like
well, we can have a cordial conversation here. Um, do you believe that I stole the publishing of Aaron Carter?
of Aaron
I
Carter.
definitely
No,
believed that.
No,
Well, like right after.
I'm asking one person, not three or four or two, just one. So, do you believe that I stole the publishing of him?
I believe that you had personal interests and that, helped you or encouraged you to be business partners or, music partners with Aaron. But again, I reached out to you, and in my video, I said, I think, in my opinion, and then I gave what my opinions were. I didn't ever, accuse you.
Okay, now you know Dan, don't you? 3D Friends, you talk to him.
Yeah, I'm. You went by a different name though, I
My
believe. Like
channel's
Rico.
Posted Media. My name is Rico
Yeah.
Yeah,
Swami.
Dan.
Yes.
Well,
Posted media.
I'm not. I'm going to say nothing more. Dan, can you help explain what we did at Aaron's house and
Whoa,
how the
whoa,
whole relationship?
wait. Can we like start back to the beginning because I feel like we're starting at like the end, the middle.
Well, I'll
You're
start. I'll start at
awesome.
the beginning because I was the one at Aaron's house.
Thank you for
You
Well,
weren't.
thank you.
subscribing,
That's why we
Ellen.
have
Okay.
you here. I appreciate you.
And you need to stop being so aggressive to people you don't know.
How am I
Okay.
being aggressive, sir?
You were online telling me that I was.
Real quick, guys, I'm not going to, keep cutting in too much because I do want to let it play out as it was. But please tell me if I have been so far aggressive to this man-child or if I was aggressive at all towards him. Because if I'm honest, I told his ass off on the second Spaces because he made a very disgusting comment. But as of right now, I feel like I've been, very cool, calm, collected, and very nice. But again, I digress.
Dipping into
I
publishing.
actually
I
didn't
have.
tell you anything because you didn't respond to my reach out.
Well,
But
I
that's
don't
not
have any business.
aggressiveness, sir. That is me
And
stating an opinion. I'm sorry you took it as aggression.
thanks for your opinion, but I didn't do that. Okay. And
Let's set the record straight.
when you say stuff on that like that on the internet, it hurts my feelings.
Okay, well, I'm sorry
Because
I hit
I
a soft spot, but
Well,
again,
it spreads
you could have.
misinformation also.
Okay, and again, with misinformation, the
yeah,
person
I
is
could have,
supposed to come out and correct that.
I could have, I could have taken advantage of him. Yes, he was a drug addict. Yes, we all could have, but we never did.
Okay, so glad that you made that loud and clear. So back to the beginning of the story.
Okay.
I just want to know about Blacklisted because I thought that basically, like, you had been accused of releasing it right after Aaron died, and I thought that was terrible.
I can answer this one, I guess, if you want, Morgan. But that album, it was a strange coincidence that Aaron passed away. The timing that he did with the album release, but Aaron had, we had full clearance and everything from Aaron. Aaron had set that release date. Like the album was already set to release, is what I'm trying to say here. The album was set to release. Did we push it up a little bit? Yes, it was pushed up. It seemed appropriate at the time, giving everything that, but it's not like we just pushed an album out without his permission, without his consent. Like, and I think that's what a lot of people were saying happened, which is just not true.
Did you guys know that Aaron was still signed to Sony at the time, or were you guys like, thinking that was?
I'm
Listen to
going to
this
talk about
bullshit.
this. Aaron's not signed to Sony, and he never was.
Okay, that's
Bullshit,
new.
bullshit,
Why do you
bullshit.
say that?
Why do I say the truth?
Well, what?
Well, hey, why don't you go onto their website and look for him? Okay, look for him,
Okay, okay,
please,
and then what?
and then find him. If he's there, he's signed. If he's not, he's
Oh,
not. I have all the paperwork. He's not signed. Okay, stop all this horse crap online. Okay, I have all the
sir, why
paper.
are you
When
getting
I
so upset?
Well, that's
why
just what Louie said.
I mean, and Steve
Louis
Zapp and
Lo, Lo,
Aaron
Lo,
himself all said that he was signed at one point. So I'm confused.
Louis, look, Aaron was on drugs. Okay, so shut up. Look, Aaron was on drugs. He didn't know left from right. You know that too, okay? You're sober and you have a YouTube channel. You know that, don't you? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you. He was not signed to Sony. He was signed from a man that rode in an ambulance cart. His name was Steve Zapp. He rode in an ambulance cart. He did not sign Aaron to Sony. It's all horse crap. Look him up. Just use Google. You guys are smart enough. Okay,
Why
guys?
would we Google
Stop.
something if we have a source here to tell us? So like that's why we're asking
What's
you.
your
I feel like you're just so aggressive and like attacking right now, and nobody's attacking
Well,
you.
he's mad because his name has been lied on, and I
what's
think
your
some of
what
that anger is towards me too, which is kind of fair because I said a lot of
what
shit.
Okay, so
well
Morgan,
you
you
got
didn't ask Cassandra why she was attacking you or being aggressive to you. Why are you coming so hostile towards me?
well you've said some negative I actually I like you right now because you're being nice to me. I'm gonna say that you're nice. But Cassandra has also been nice to me too. And I like you both. But I'll be honest, Aaron he was a headache to work with. But we all tried. Dan tried, I did, but it was very hard. Melanie even tried. But it was very hard when everyone on the internet just said, "Oh, this is never going to work. He's going down. He needs to go to rehab." We all tried, but Aaron never wanted to go to rehab, guys. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
that makes a lot of sense. And I think we all kind of seen that he was a like a stubborn type of person, like following other people's orders. So I guess my second question is, after you guys released the Blacklisted album, and people started giving you pushback, what was you guys' next like conversation like or thought process?
Well,
No,
well, I mean, it was kind of the same people that always gave us pushback for everything, even when Aaron was alive. I mean, that was my take on it. It was just the same people that were giving us pushback the whole past year. Um, Aaron wanted that album out. We worked hard on it. A lot of people said, "Oh, this is crap." Well, I'm sorry they felt that way, but that's what we were able to accomplish with Aaron this past year. The process was hard. It wasn't easy. Some days we were only able to get him to actually want to record for like 15 minutes out of the entire day. Um, it was a difficult process. It was a process that it seemed like nobody else wanted to do. And it wasn't easy. We dealt with a lot that entire year, and we did the best we could. And I mean, yeah, like I said, maybe it wasn't perfect, but it was the best that we could all collectively do, Aaron included. Um, and I myself, I'm proud with everything that we did accomplish that past year. I'm proud. I'm proud of what we did. So music is subject. Obviously people have their own opinions about everything, but I think a lot of people did love the songs, and that's enough. That's enough for me.
That's pretty cool.
I have a thing where I say a lot of people were sending him messages or emails. I had so many emails from people that they disguised their emails with whatever. They said, my name is Joe Blow, or whatever they said their name was. And they tried to cancel concerts or whatever they did. But at the end of the day, same with Instagram messages. They said, this and that, you need to get clean or you need to do this. But at the end of the day, I think whatever Aaron told me about trolls, whatever this trolls business was, I think everybody kind of loved him at the end of the day, and they wanted him to succeed. We all wanted him to get better. I think everybody agrees with that at the end of the day. I think everyone on here and everyone in the world, they wanted Aaron to get better. Me and Dan, Cassandra, you, all the people that do interviews or all this stuff that I've seen on YouTube. We all wanted Aaron to take accountability. Yes, we did. But he never did. And there's nothing we can do now. But all we have now is memories. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, that's 100% right.
Hi, Morgan. I have a question for you, and I am glad that you just said that. By the way, that all of us here, which is true, the community that is here listening to you, I can vouch and say like every single one of these individuals truly wanted Aaron to be happy, to be healthy, and to thrive. So I'm glad that you said that. But I have a question because we spoke to Louie not that long ago. And Louis said that Aaron wanted you gone and him on that last tour that you guys took. Can you put into words what happened and why you ended up leaving that tour, that RV tour?
I'm not going to. The difference between me and Louie is I'm not going to speak negative about someone. So, no. I could talk down about someone all day, and I could tell you what happened. I could tell you about Melanie. I could tell you about Lori Knight. I could tell you about Jane Carter. I could tell you about all these people. I could do over 100 articles that are on TMZ, but you
Well,
can just
let me say this. He
no,
didn't speak bad about
no,
you, and I just want you to know.
no. I'm saying judge my character because I haven't done those things.
No, that's
Okay?
fine, and I do respect you for that because I
Yeah.
have seen other individuals do content, do articles, and everything else. So I 100% respect you and Dan for that because I have followed Dan as well, and I do, and I've seen the same thing. And I just want you to know that when I spoke to Louis with someone else that's not on here, he did not speak bad about you or Dan. So I just want to emphasize that. And he did not bash anyone. He spoke on his personal issues that he struggles with, and then
Well,
obviously he spoke on his relationship.
well,
So please, I just want you to know that I'm not here to
so
bash you. I'm not here to shake my finger at you or anything like that. So please don't misconstrue that or
so
think that way.
what do you want to know about Aaron?
Why
What do
did
you
you
want?
leave the tour? Is my only big question because what we were
Here's
told.
here's your answer. I
Okay,
didn't leave the tour. I
okay,
booked the entire tour. I
that's what
booked
we
it
heard.
myself.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I never. How can you leave it when you don't get on the tour? Okay.
that makes sense.
Louie called me when he heard that Aaron Carter was going on tour, and he said, "Oh, Aaron's my best friend. I'd love to go on tour with him." And I never knew who Louie was. So I answered the phone and I said, and I called Aaron and I said, "Do you know who Louie is?" He's like, "Oh yeah, he was my background singer years ago." And I said, "Do you want this guy to go on tour with you again?" And he's like, "Yeah, I trust him." So the rest is history. Okay.
Okay, real quick, Morgan, before I ask.
No, that's the rest. And I never, I wasn't on that RV. Louis was, and I was on the phone with Louis all the time. And then one day I got a text that said, "I want, you know, we're breaking up." And it wasn't from Aaron's phone. You know, it was what you guys, we don't, we can say things all day, but you guys can put two and two together, guys.
But every time we
Yeah.
seem to put two and two together, you guys say that we're either making it up, we're not. So, like, we're trying to ask you specifically, so it's no more, just us using our own conclusions. So my
Okay,
Like
so
speculating.
so Morgan is not wanting, like he said in the beginning, he's not wanting to bash Louis, but the fact of the matter is, like, you can't really describe what happened without bashing Louis.
And when you say what
Because I mean,
happened,
I'll tell the truth. I'll tell the truth. Louis took over the tour. Louis took over the tour, and he was also taking the majority of Aaron's money. All right, I'm not afraid to say it because that's what happened. Because even though Aaron was kind of in and out of his thoughts and what was going on during the show, like sometimes he would be very clear minded about what was happening, and other times he didn't even know what was going on. And that's because, well, obviously there were drugs and different things going on that tour, which again, I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly, but just based on everything that, came out.
Dan, were you supposed to be there? Was this like a tour to
And
like maybe
the
help
Yeah,
promote the Blacklist
we were,
album?
yeah, Morgan and I were supposed to be on the tour. Yes, that was the
the
whole
first
plan. We did the Whiskey a Go Go. It was an amazing. I mean, it was arguably the best show out of the entire run of shows last year. That was
the
arguably the best one,
yeah
and Aaron was excited. He was so stoked to be like. I saw him just come alive again. Like. And so yeah, we were all stoked for the tour. We were all geared up. We were all ready. And what happened was, uh, I mean, yeah, Louis did take it over. And again, I'm not trying to bash Louis again, but like,
Oh yeah, you've caught me on the right day. Gas station Rico. Um, what the fuck do you want? And why are you here? Okay, well, gas station Rico, I don't like whatever it is that you think that you're being funny about. Um, it's actually very childish, and you know, I think if you're too scary to speak, as yourself or I don't know, your own name, maybe like anything. If you were any bit of, you know, um, what is your name again, Mr. Cum? Something like that. It was your channel before you changed it to Gas Station Rico. Yeah, you can leave. You're not really welcome here. Okay, guys, my bad. We're gonna get back to the thing.
I received threatening messages that I was able to piece together that came from Louie, and I think there was no secret that he didn't like me. I don't know. I don't. Well, he didn't like me or Morgan because there was definitely videos that came out of him specifically saying that
What was he
on
threatening
social
you guys
media.
about?
What was that?
I said, what was he threatening you guys about?
I've never blocked anybody, guys, on YouTube. I think it's very like kind of childish when people do shit that requires to be blocked. But Gas Station Rico may be my first one because I've been ignoring the fuck out of whatever incel that is, and obviously they just want attention so bad. But he might be the first one.
Well, just one message specifically was like, uh, "Hey, you might want to be careful. You seem like a smart kid, but you might want to be careful out there. We wouldn't want anything bad happening to you, and just shit like that he would say, not directly from his account, but like I said, I was able, based on the looking through, it was one of those weird little accounts, but based on the people that followed it and the people he followed, it was 100% him. I think it was like his dad or his mom or someone Helgeson that followed it. I'm like, okay, clearly this is Louie. I mean, it wasn't hard to figure out that those messages were coming from him. But uh, I'm losing my train of thought here. But no, yeah, I mean, we were supposed to go on the tour. Louie wanted to take over. Whenever he saw all these shows, whenever he saw all the work was already done. Oh, all the work is done. Morgan already booked all the shows. I can step in and just kind of take over. I can step in. I can manipulate the
Guy,
situation. I can
guy,
collect the
how do you?
money. I can bring on my own friends, which he did. I mean, I'm sure y'all all saw the videos
How do you?
of
Yep.
Louie's friends hanging out on
How
stage,
how
smoking their
how do?
vapes, not contributing anything to the
Why do
performances.
you
I'm
all?
sure y'all saw
Why
that.
do you all think the guys were there on the stage, just standing there smoking the vape, and then later on in the tour, why do they have all this jewelry around their neck? That's Aaron Carter's money that he deserves for his concerts. And then after all the tour, Aaron calls me at his house and says, "Hey, what's up?" And I start breaking down the money. "Did you get this much in Kansas?" And he's like, "No, I only got $1,000. Well, guess what? He should have got way more than that. And that's when he said, "Well, will you come work for me again? Because I think I got screwed." And I said, "No, I don't want to." So I turned him down because he was working with his drug addict friend.
Do
That's
you
the
have any receipts for this?
receipts. I have all the fucking emails from all the clubs. Yes, I do. They have nothing except for drugs. Guys, I have nothing to hide about. Why do you think I'm talking so blunt? And you're over here posting stuff about me dipping into publishing. Come on.
Oh, listen, you're really starting to like, you're doing a lot, guy.
Okay,
So,
I have nothing to hide against you.
okay, well, okay,
Do you
so
think I wanted to work with Aaron? I was successful before that. Look,
So has Morgan, because I'm kind of gonna just I want to ask this because you seem very angry. What do you? Is this whole thing like this whole Blacklist album and it being taken down? Is that why you're angry? Are you or are you angry for another
No, he's
reason?
mad because we all are trolls and talk
because you
shit all
guys,
the time and
but
accuse him of a lot of
a lot
shit.
of you guys put me down. Like I never helped the guy. I went out there and I made no money. And then all these drug addicts come into the guy's house and they steal all the guy's money. And I still see all these Instagram messages coming on to me. "Oh, you murdered Aaron." I never murdered him.
how recent have you
So
actually gotten anybody mentioning you when it comes to this stuff? Because I honestly feel like people don't bring you and Dan up as often as they did before.
No, they
and I'll be honest, we have not spoke about that, Morgan, since the Black album dropped. That was the
well,
last conversation
I've
that any of
I'm gl-
us on Spaces or on Twitter have
well,
spoken about
we
you, Dan, or anyone involved in 3D.
we're really glad that you don't. But for a while, you guys were doing it. And guys, it's really not nice to just put someone out and say that they did this and that, right, Dan?
We have
Yeah,
not
I mean,
claimed murder, but I want to specify that because I feel bad for you too that if you're being accused for murder.
yes,
But I want to make
we're
it clear when we run spaces on here, we are not saying murder. We know for
Well,
100% by viewing it for the last three
it wasn't
years that it was an
it,
overdose and
it wasn't
addiction.
just at first. It wasn't spaces. They were like, oh well, Morgan and Danny were over at his house, and no, God knows what they did. It was, and we had a whole bunch of people messaging us from weird accounts on Instagram. We don't know what that whole game is. We've never been in.
So has
it
Rico.
got
Wait,
So
wait, wait,
has
wait, wait.
tiring.
a
Hold
It
on,
lot
hold
of
got
on.
them.
very
I
Hold on,
agree.
it
Morgan.
got exhausting.
What are the differences? Because I do hear your passion. So, what are
We
the differences between you and Dan and Louie and Yodi and Jay Reeves? Like, what is the difference between you people?
well, I have no idea about
Well,
we.
I can answer some of that.
Okay, you go.
How about the fact that an album came out, an Aaron Carter album actually came out. Songs were actually being recorded and put out.
A whole tour got booked.
A whole tour got booked. That's a big one. What songs did Louis put out with Aaron?
His entire most recent album. But I mean, okay, that's besides the point. Because, like you guys said earlier, we don't want
The
to bash
Louis had nothing to do with the Love album, if that's what you're talking about.
it. It's
Recent album?
No,
You mean the
no,
one
no,
from?
Dan,
again
that's hearsay.
Bullshit.
Name is on the credits, but there's no way to
Bullshit.
prove it. These
Bullshit.
people don't understand that. They see the name on the credits, and Louis a slick talker.
wait,
He goes online.
wait.
He said, "What?
How are you going to say that music credits don't count? Like, what do you mean?
What have you produced, or what have you done credits for?"
It's very easy to get your name
The
added to a
hell is
song.
that,
If you
Morgan?
When
You
it
like
if
not
when
you
a song is getting registered, it's very
if
easy to add
He's giving
a
you some
it's
name.
industry
look
inside
look
information here.
look. I don't need to battle with you. If I'm in the room, I can get my name slid on one. But I'm look at the credits that I'm on. Okay, I'm not just in the room. I did the whole fucking song.
So Morgan is sitting here trying to make me feel bad or make me feel less than by saying I'm not in the music industry. In the same breath, this man says that anybody in the room when a song is made can be put on the credits and then proceeds to tell me all of his credits. Like he just invalidated credits as a whole thing. And now you're saying like this guy, I don't know if he's on the spectrum. What do you mean give you credit? They see your name. I gave you credit.
Okay,
okay. So
just
back
look
to
at
my original question about the
no
difference.
no. Wait.
The difference
Re,
between you
re,
having a working
re,
Oh yeah, and one more thing. Please anybody let me know if in this like the entire thing that I show, actually if you hear any new information that you did not know or if anything useful came out of this cuz honestly, it seemed like a waste of fucking time for me and for him. I mean, I don't know why. Yeah, just let me know.
re,
relationship with Aaron
re,
during
but
his drug addiction
but
versus
record what I just said and write it down. Everyone on Twitter or everyone in the world. When I'm in the room, I don't have other people just write their names down. I did the whole thing. See what Louis did. See how many other writers are on there.
but when
Okay.
just him and Aaron writing. Like that's what I'm saying. You're speaking on stuff that you weren't there for. And I get it that yes, you could just hand a fucking artist a piece of bubble gum and you get your name credited on it. I understand that.
Okay.
But my
Okay.
question is just
Okay.
for
So
you to explain Morgan, can you please
if
let
I
me finish
give
my
you the
question?
actual
Morgan, can
if
you
I give you the actual writers' names and their phone numbers who I've talked to, would they argue with you, or would you continue to believe Louis?
Morgan,
And
you're literally missing the point and you're arguing something that does not matter at all. There is no point to it. My
no, I
question,
don't.
okay,
I'm not
so
defending.
let me finish my question, please, sir.
This is pointless to me. I've got to go.
I want to hear the question. Okay, Rico, let me hear it.
Morgan, we got the spaces because we wanted you to tell us about the Blacklisted album and what was going on. How is it now?
What you have to be someone that needs to listen to people if you want to start interviewing people and not start demanding and throwing shit down their throats.
What did I demand or throw down your throat? Morgan, I was trying to finish my question.
Okay. With that being said, go forward.
Yeah, Scorpion.
Hey Jesse, real quick. I feel like I've seen you before plenty of times, but I also have seen you interacting with Gas Station Rico. Um, so either you guys quit that fucking out. You tell your little buddy to go back to whatever their old name was. Or you will be on the blacklist as well as him and whoever else you guys are playing with. I've seen you guys on other chats, talking to each other and having a kiki. But no hard feelings against you. I just don't need anybody who is like helping and playing along with somebody impersonating me saying super wild fuck shit. So, just wanted to put that out. I seen you pop up.
Okay, Morgan, can we start over again? I feel like we need a rewind or something. Okay, where does the Blacklist album stand now? Either you or Dan can answer. That's the one big question. Where does it stand now?
We're trying to get it back up. Well, not we. I mean, whenever it was taken down by Steve Zapp or Louie, whoever, I'm pretty sure it was Steve Zapp because he had basically owned like the entire Love album. So whenever Blacklist was taken down, he was immediately promoting Love because I think he wanted all the attention and all the listeners to go stream Love, and the Blacklisted was kind of standing in the way of that. So anyway, when that happened, I mean, it was just kind of like, okay, whatever, like it sucks that this is happening. It sucks that we spent so much time. Aaron spent so much.
Yeah, Jesse, that's okay. I'm not, saying that you did anything inherently wrong. I'm just saying that I know that you and Gas Station Rico have some sort of a friendship, and I was just letting you know that Gas Station Rico isn't welcome here, and none of his little friends are either. So like I said, you can relay the message, to him, and let him know, you know, go find something better to do with his time, or you guys can just hang out somewhere else. That's all. No hard feelings, man.
Time working on these songs for it to just be taken down so easily
How
by
was it
someone from his
able? How was
past.
it able that they could take it down if they hadn't like worked on it or anything, or like he wasn't signed?
He because it's easy to just when you send emails and messages to you know uh digital streaming providers like Spotify and Apple Music, and you say, hey, this is an illegal album. Check out this document here that says this, which Steve Zapp had, because Steve Zapp had made Aaron sign a really shitty legal document that basically said, well, I own the next 3 albums you release, So Steve Zapp had this proof, and so it was just taken down, rather than Spotify and Apple and
So Aaron
whatever
did
else it was
have the
on.
contract.
They were like, okay, well, we don't, it's easier for us to just give in to these demands than to question it.
Right, right.
So
So Aaron was still signed, or he still had some sort of contract with Sony because Dan, I'm not Dan.
No, 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 no. Fuck that. I want the whole internet to know he was not with
it was
Sony.
just a
I said
shitty
it.
contract. It was just a shitty contract. Not that he was
So
signed with Sony.
is Steve Zapp like a third party contractor, like a broker
Yes.
basically?
Y'all,
Yes.
Okay.
everybody, send me their email or their phone number, and I will send you the contract. It's not with Sony, so stop saying
Okay,
that,
it is
guys.
a subsidiary of Sony, and a publishing and Sony Publishing. Yes, it's
I
Z
think
Entertainment
you
and
like to
Red
know what
Music.
you. I think you like to say that you know about music because you wish you were in it, but you're not. Okay, honey. He was not in
So
Sony.
my question
Okay.
to you is, the company Z Entertainment or Red Music Group is not
Is a
the wait,
guy
hold
that
on, let me
drives.
finish.
He's a guy
Has
that
no affiliation with Sony Records is what you're
none,
saying.
none. He drives a fucking thing that when you call
An
911, he's.
ambulance.
Shout out to Dina. Thank you so much. I just checked my Cash App. I love you. I appreciate you. Later on, I will show you guys all of the new cool equipment that I recently just got with the donations that you guys send me. So I appreciate you. And let's get back to it.
He's an ambulance
That's
driver,
so weird. That's so
and he
weird.
and he,
Dan, can I ask you a
I'm
question?
trying to get back to the answering the original question. It's so hard to
The
keep
second
up.
question goes along with it. So when you're ready,
Okay,
thank
sure.
you for answering it, Dan. Okay, well, someone wants to know. They had a question in here, and I want to be able to answer it. Angelina would like to know, why did you move the release date of the Blacklist from December 7th to November 7th? Was there a specific reason? Did you guys like originally change the date because you had that in mind by speaking with Aaron, or was it something else?
There was a lot of people. I mean, there was a few of us involved with that decision. All right, and we just kind of collectively decided to do it. I don't know. A lot of people said, "Oh, that was poor taste," and it was like, well, it was a few weeks earlier. I
Did
mean,
did you guys have
it's
any reservations like, damn, maybe Louie and them are gonna try to take this down or ruin it, or you guys didn't even think about that?
that could have crossed our minds. I don't know, but at the time, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't in some weird, like malicious thing, like that they were trying to make it
Yeah.
out to be. Like that's the thing. Like, yeah, it was. When Aaron passed away, it was all over the news. It was all over the news, right? For like a few days. A few days. It was literally on like every news channel. It was. I guess, yeah, it was a hot story, and we were like, well, you know what? Like, it's not that we were trying to capitalize. Like, oh, hey, we can make a bunch of money. We can make a bunch of money right now. Let's just push it forward. Like, it was just more like it was. It was a hot story. It was.
And another quick thing, I'm gonna leave the link for this Spaces up so you guys can watch the full thing because we're not gonna go, over the full fucking 18-hour long conversation. But I would like to give you guys just the main points. And right here, you're gonna hear pretty soon in Spaces on Twitter, you can, chat kind of in the replies of the Spaces tweet. And because I didn't want to cut Dan off, I had tweeted saying that Dan gives long-winded answers full of nothing. For some reason, Dan was was interested to see what the consensus was about him and Morgan, so he went into the goddamn Spaces comments, read my post, and came and threw a fucking hissy fit, you guys, like a hissy fit.
Wasn't about the money, but it was just like there's a lot of people talking about it, and it's like this album's already set to release, so okay, fine. Like, we'll just push it out sooner. Why wait a whole nother month? Why, it's and it's not like because I mean that the original date. It's not like it didn't hold any big significance. Like, oh, it wasn't like Aaron was like, oh, I wanted it specifically on this day. But
Yes, I'm so sorry. I just paused it right where Dan says that they moved it to the insignificant date of Aaron's birthday. But shout out to Cassandra from Cassandra Explains It All. She just donated to the Cash App as well. You guys are amazing. Thank you for allowing me to take over your spaces. But yeah, Joker Pop, that's right. Aaron's birthday is insignificant. And as we continue, guys, just let me know if you think Dan has answered any question Yeah, and I'm gonna just keep it about like a stack with you guys. The album was trash. The reason that the album was taken down more so than anything is simply because the album was shitty. That is a terrible way for Aaron's legacy to be remembered, that being his last album and his first album after his death. So yeah, I'm glad they took it off because the album was shit. I didn't say that this time until, I got upset at the point, but how could you say that Aaron wasn't signed to Sony and then literally tell us that Sony or Steve Zapp was able or showed the legal documents? And those legal documents that Steve Zapp showed to get the blacklisted album taken down is what I have in my email and what we'll be going over very soon, guys. Very, very soon.
But it wasn't like it wasn't a it could have easily been any other day in Aaron's mind is what I'm trying to say. It could have easily been any other day. He didn't like it wasn't like, oh, I want it to be on this day no matter what. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so like release dates and stuff, like I don't know, they change all the time. They're not whenever I release a song, it's just like, okay, this day sounds good. And everyone agrees. Okay, everyone agree. Okay, all right. This sounds good, and then we just do it that day. Like so changing it kind of felt like that same kind of easiness too. Like, okay, well, you know what? This day sounds good instead now. I don't know. That's just what it was. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't some weird malicious thing. Like,
Why the flying fuck do you guys keep coming to my page fucking with shit? Now your name is Stranded Rico. So, okay. Just real quick, Jesse, are you still in here or did you leave? Because now it's just really funny that Gas Station Rico was in here, left, you came, left, and now this Stranded Rico is like, I just don't get it. It's really ironic to me that people who don't like me spend so much time. Like, this is just my fucking question, right? And let me put my camera back on because maybe I'm not being present enough for you guys. So you just think you could, do whatever the flying fuck. Um, where am I at? Where am I at? Oh, there I am. Hi. Hey, Stranded Rico. What the fuck do you want? Because if you don't like me, right? If I'm so annoying, if I'm so unfucking, it's not serious, it's annoying. Like, you guys don't have good jokes. You guys have no intelligent comebacks. Like, instead of having a conversation or a debate or even a back and forth, a nice conversation even, you guys rename your entire YouTube channels and then go on people's streams and troll. Like, is that fun for you? Honestly. Because, I mean, it really makes you just look sad. No, don't remove them. I need I need their channel names for, when I go do whatever I do. I mean, I would like an answer cuz what the fuck do you want? If Buddy is 14, Buddy shouldn't know anything about Aaron Carter in the first place. So I think that's kind of weird. Like, I just genuinely want to know. It's not that I'm sad. You're not saying anything that's like hurtful. And again, your jokes are ass. And now you're making me cuss, and I'm supposed to be stopping my cussing because I'm trying to get my channel back to monetization. But please, will somebody just, I'm gonna continue playing the sound, the audio, but I just would like to know the fuck. Like, the flying fuck. Goodness gracious, these goddamn incels, like, fuck.
that people try to, I don't know, twist it into.
But
Can I just speak from someone, an outsider that was looking in when we saw this album drop? Do you mind, Dan? Just
okay.
kind of. Okay. So I think the fans appreciated the fact that one, you guys created an album with Aaron. Obviously, this being, his last album coming out. When you dropped the song or the album on November 7th, a majority of his fans were very hurt in regards to that. And the reason being is obviously the circumstances surrounding his passing, the circumstances surrounding the 48 hours after his last live that he did, and the circumstances surrounding of the whole incident in the bathroom. So with his fans already being devastated and grieving overall, just for those specific circumstances, no idea what has happened, nothing coming out as far as whether it was a crime, which we know it wasn't, or whether a toxicology report was going to come out sooner to explain the situation. All of a sudden, within this grief, here comes an album dropped 2 days after he passed, or at least 2 days after it was informed to the public he passed.
Okay. Well,
So that is where the
even if it had
fans,
have
but
released.
hold on, let me just finish. So it was to the fans, the fans that were already grieving, and I can tell you there's a lot of diehard fans in here who I'm telling you now did not send you death threats, who have seriously grieved over the loss of Aaron Carter, like you guys have, and I'm not declining your feelings or anything like that, but I just want you to know to them it was poor timing and it hurts because it looked like you were capitalizing off of his
Okay.
passing.
Okay. And to others,
Mhm.
they loved it. To others, they were like, wow,
I'm not saying the
finally new
album wasn't.
music. So
I'm not
some it was
saying that though.
poor. To
I'm not
others, they
saying that
loved
though.
it.
The timing. I'm not saying the album was poor or it was bad or it was great or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in regards to dropping it, it was poor timing. And I think for you guys, and I apologize, and I'm only apologizing for this right here. I am apologizing for the death threats you guys received because in no way, shape, or form do any of us on here condone that. I don't condone the bashing you guys received in regards to Aaron's passing because all of us here can collectively say you guys were not involved whatsoever. So for that, I apologize on behalf of the community that I talk to every day and the community that we do spaces together because we don't just have a conversation about Aaron, we have a conversation to prevent it from happening again. And that is in regards to addiction. I, for one, have struggled with it, and that is a big topic that a lot of us come together to talk about and to express change in that. So I do want to apologize for any hurtful comments that you may have read, but I want you to know it didn't come from a bad
Okay, so he
place.
got
It
his
came because the
apology.
album.
Hold on, I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, so we can get to the juicy stuff so I can get to all the other stuff I got.
Specifically from Czech that
We do.
I don't.
But
I
we can't
don't.
go
I
backwards.
really
We can't go
truly
backwards.
have to disagree with that. That's what
I
I
think it's
really have
That's
to
because
truly
fair.
I
disagree. Because
I
guess
I I,
what?
I can understand.
People were not listening when he was alive. You know, the people were just talking shit all the time. They weren't caring anyway. Like
Well, we work.
that's
I mean, look, and that's where me and Morgan argue a lot about like caring versus like holding somebody accountable for their actions. And like, I would always say that it's, messed up that you guys were doing music with him when he wasn't sober. And you guys are saying that it's messed up, that I had a podcast about him not being sober. But I think we were both trying to help him in our own way, and just, different ways.
Another question for you guys, real quick, to kind of, shift gears. What or how do you guys feel about Check the Star or Check the Star type of,
Remember,
characters
they
that
were
were around
doing
Aaron?
a lot of
I don't
lives
know.
with
There was just
Rocky
so
and
many
Check.
different characters that were popping up that
Yeah, like Spencer was in and out. Check.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't witnessed anything specifically from Czech that was,
He took a song from Aaron.
talking shit about me specifically. Do I think he's done some things that were questionable? Yeah, yeah, maybe. But in compared to Louie, who I definitely know was was, like I said, threatening me online or more open against, just against me.
What do you
Um,
Louis had against
compared,
you guys?
what was it?
I said, what do you guys think that Louis had against you guys?
I don't know. I think he just didn't like it. I think I don't know why, but I know specifically when She Just Want to Ride came out, he was talking shit about that. Like, oh, telling Aaron this is shit. Oh, we need to do something else. I think it's because he didn't have his hands. He didn't have any part of it. So he just wanted to talk shit about it because he wasn't taking any money from it. He had no part of it. And I don't know. I think he didn't like the fact that Morgan and I were able to accomplish so many songs with Aaron this past year. Because he would claim like, oh well, we were working on songs. Oh yeah, no, we were writing a different album. That's why this album is bullshit. We were writing a different album. Where is that album?
Well, Aaron did
Where is it?
finish recording.
Francesca,
Why didn't
please
he
do
finish
not
recording?
He
spread any
passed away.
false information about Betty. That is the most innocent person out of the entire world when it comes to this Aaron Carter shit. ATM Richie is not her son. ATM Richie is an Instagram troll just like Check the Star. So please refrain from any misinformation about Miss Betty.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? There's literally videos of him saying like, "Oh, we were recording music. We were recording music." Well, then,
Yeah,
but
like what Dan is
it's not
saying is
true.
if he's saying, "Oh, the Love 2.0 album is coming out," I encourage everyone to ask him, show us some recordings. Show us
Yeah, show us something. Show
because
us some kind of
because
proof.
I have so much more recordings of Aaron that no one has ever heard, and I have all of this that I can show, but I have never shown anyone. And Dan has too. We all have all of this. When we were over at the house, we've recorded so much. If this guy's over here saying, I have all this Love 2.0, where is it at, guys? The only thing that I saw him release,
Because it doesn't exist. That's why. That's the point we're
the
trying to
only
make here.
thing,
Is because it doesn't.
the only thing that we've seen released was with this Lardy B girl, and it was a voice memo or a voicemail or a phone recording, and all of us know we're all smart enough. This is the new world. We can all rip something from Instagram or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. We can or a voice memo. We can all rip that and put it onto some software and alter it and make it sound like a recording. We can all do that.
Louie was very quick to bash the work we did with Aaron. And then literally he puts out a song with Lardy B that literally like Aaron was not even a part of it. I don't even know. I think it was like they were FaceTiming and Aaron sang a little bit of it. And then they just took that audio and turned it into a Lardy B song. But yet that's okay to do. But us actually spending a year at Aaron's house, working with him and writing songs and recording songs with him, that wasn't
Yeah,
okay. Like it just the whole thing is just
no,
frustrating and it doesn't make
no one,
sense,
no one,
and it shouldn't be that difficult to see
Well, if it makes you feel
things
any
for what
better,
they are. It really shouldn't be that difficult. And that's why
no
I've
one,
been on just fucking I've just got tired of it
no one
all,
real.
to be honest. I've kind of disappeared from social media the past few months, and I think that's one of the things that contributes to that, is because just this whole thing is exhausting. And here we are months later and it's the same
No one
questions,
realizes
the same shit.
like that music video that everyone saw. She Just Want to Ride. I know everyone saw Aaron, and he kind of looks messed up. We can all know. No one realizes how hard that was for me and Dan to go and drag Aaron out and say, hey, you promised us for the last few days that you would go out here and do this music video. And we finally got him. I mean, no one else went out to his house and tried to do that. I mean, I did see a music video with Check the Star. I forget the song, but he's
Lately,
still sitting there where he always does all of his Instagram lives, right by the computer. He didn't get him to go anywhere different. I mean, there's no creativity. At least we got him to go somewhere different, and he rode on the dirt bike. He did some new stuff. We got the guy to push his boundaries, and then
Yeah, Aaron seemed agoraphobic at the end of his life.
in all the comments, all we received was hate. That's what was so.
But see, and even this Rico sending the little laughing things, like it's just annoying,
No,
like
I think
you
that
claim to be. Why laugh at that? Why are you laughing at what he's
What do you
saying?
mean?
If you really care, I don't know. This is my first time on Twitter Spaces. Maybe I'm not
no,
interpreting it right, but
yeah,
I keep
people are
seeing
laughing
these
at like
little
random
laughing
things.
emojis as you're talking, as if it's
What?
comical, as if it's just
so
Some of
annoying,
the stuff Morgan was saying was comical. He's like, okay, we're all adults here, and so it's like hilarious. Morgan is funny. He's fucking funny.
No, but
Like,
I'm
and I
talking
told him
about
that
right now
earlier too.
specifically the last things, talking about getting Aaron to push boundaries from what he, typically does or
Oh, I don't think
whatever.
she was laughing at that,
And
but
I
I
I
do,
see.
I do think Aaron was agoraphobic. Like, I think that. I mean, I know he went on the tour, right? But he
Well,
really never would leave his house. He enjoyed going out like to that desert area behind his house and dirt biking, but he like almost never did it the last year of his life.
well, Cassandra, why don't we ask who laughed at what? Who laughed at what?
I don't know. That was just a side thing.
No,
I'm just
well,
I'm just
let's.
I
so
I
don't
think I'm
with
trying to figure
spaces,
out
I
this
don't ever
whole
have a problem with
platform.
saying how I feel or what I mean or like explaining myself. So I don't like it like you said, Dan, it's beside the point. So I think we should get back to the point of
No,
why,
well,
you
I
guys
want to. I
are.
want to get to the point of why were you laughing at Dan or me or Cassandra? Who are you laughing at?
I wasn't laughing at anybody, sir.
Dan, Dan,
There were little laughing emojis as you were talking. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I
okay,
misinterpreted
Dan,
the situation.
with
I see
spaces, they
little
only.
laughing emojis coming.
Okay, again, with spaces, there's limited, I guess, emojis, if you want to call them that we can utilize, and it's don't take it personally, please, because there's times where I get
You
laughed at for
guys
my
seem like you're
comments as well.
very
So please don't take.
you
Let it
guys
go.
are on
well,
the deep end.
Rico, are
Yeah, plus like we're all friends here, bro. No one's trying to attack you at
well
all. Like we
No one's.
honestly,
Yeah.
Well,
are you going to stand up and say you're sorry?
To who?
yeah, I am me or
Yeah,
Rico.
not you. Well, you know who you are. Are you going to say?
no, it's I'm being defensive and good reason, and even the interview stuff that I did with you, Rico, months ago or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw some videos posted after that. Like, even in the moment, I thought we were kind of cool and connecting, but then you were still went on to bash me in later
I
videos
haven't talked about
and
you.
say
I
other
haven't talked
things.
about you since
So when I see little
so
laughing
again, Dan,
emojis
let
coming
me correct
from your
Dan, let me
icon,
correct you. I haven't spoken about you since we had our talk. And I told everyone that I thought you were genuine and I told them that they should leave you alone. So I don't know what you've seen that I bashed you. I've never bashed you. I honestly haven't paid much attention. But I just thought it was, interesting when you and Morgan and Rocky and like, the different people were going on the Instagram lives or, just kind of being more open about what you saw in the house. I told people to leave you guys alone and stop asking about the dogs and all this other stuff. I was very defensive for you. So I don't see why you came here just to stand guard. Like, I thought this was going to be a informative kind of like talk where you and Morgan would give us some inside information about stuff. And I also was hoping that you guys would, provide some sort of proof to kind of, help back up your claims.
Okay, what kind of proof or what? Well, I guess let's just move on then. Whatever. Forget
But
it.
yeah, you
Maybe.
should know, because I know it seems like when you go on the internet, it can seem like so much hate, and like we all talk so much whatever in our opinions. But like of all the people, we are aware of the fact that you guys like don't have malice in your heart for Aaron or weren't ever trying to hurt him like that. Like I think people are aware of that.
Well, what are some other questions we can answer or
Has the
whatever?
Black Act?
How do we move whatever? How do we move
Um,
forward?
I got a question, boys. I got a question. So, with the Blacklist album removed, has that affected any of the feature songs that Aaron has been on with you guys? With
any of
those
the
being put out,
any of what songs?
any additional songs that you guys said that you recorded with him, is that hindering you guys putting that out possibly, or any previous songs that he may have been on with you guys?
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know what? Like I was like in the middle of answering a while back some other question, but basically, you know, when the album came out, it's like, okay, you know, whatever. There's people trying to take it down, whatever. We kind of just dropped it. We just let it go. You know, you know, instead of like fighting it, we just kind of accepted it. And in recent weeks, you know, we've had people contact. Well, Melanie specifically was like, "Hey, look, everything's straightened out. I want the Blacklisted album to get back out there. You know, everything's straightened out." I'm talking. You know, she was talking to her attorneys about it, and it was like, we can get the album back out. And it was like, okay, cool. You know, like if that happens, cool. And then even more recently, what was it? Lori Knight was talking about, yeah, you know, Steve Zapp can't do anything. Let's just put the album back out. So there are people coming out that they do want the album to come back out, and I guess they're willing to help and you know, assist however they can to get it back out. So you know, if it happens, then great. If that happens, like, I think it deserves to be out there. I really do. You know.
So, if this album comes out, will you and Morgan be adding to that list of the number of songs already provided to maybe make it a double album with more songs that maybe Aaron has produced with you guys?
We have a few more.
We
Yeah, we
could.
have a few more.
Yeah, we could, or we could just, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things we haven't really thought about. So it's like, because of everything, but like in light of new events, like in light of people like Lori Knight and Melanie and like people and their attorneys like wanting to get it out, it's like, okay, well,
Pay
maybe
close
that's something
attention to this
that's
last
something we
part,
just haven't really
guys, because
talked about. But like, yeah, maybe there.
Beat King just messaged me back on Instagram, so I'm gonna start going over what he said and how he feels as the actual, you know, producer of majority of Aaron's songs.
There's a way we can remix some of the songs or add new songs or, you know, whatever it is, put out some kind of deluxe version or, you know, whatever. I don't know. This is something hasn't been thought about, but it's definitely, I'm sure we're, if it, you know, I'm sure we're all open to that, right, Morgan? I mean, yeah, sure. Or it can just come out the way it was initially too, you know, whatever. I don't know.
What do you think about Lori Knight and all that?
Who, me?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really cool, the idea of the album being re-released. I wish that Aaron would have done more acoustic music. I wish he would have done country music. Like, I could have seen him doing like so much country crossover and being really successful with that. Oh yeah, what do you think about, I mean, I know that Lori Knight is Nick's manager, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I've only talked to her a handful of times, and one time in specifically, the one that stands out the most is whenever she was just talking about. I mean, I don't know, Morgan. It was kind of a confusing conversation, but I mean, she was just kept telling, "Oh, you will fail. Aaron is a drug addict. you will fail at this, and I hope this all comes crashing in your face. Just being really aggressive and stuff with
Are
us,
you
and that was kind of
are you
early.
talking about
That was early
you
on.
talking about the time she talked to me?
I don't know. It was the three of us. She was talking to
Oh
me
yeah,
and
yeah.
you.
I told
It was kind of
I
like,
told Cassandra. She's the host of all this. I told her about that. You remember Cassandra?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad though, at least now she's reaching out to say like it would be okay for you guys to put out the album. So it means
yeah,
that in some way she supports Aaron, I think.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, if she's willing to help now or whatever, she's had a change of heart or whatever it is. I mean, that's
What
cool. I mean,
documents or like what legal standpoint does Melanie and her lawyers and Lori Knight have to be able to, bypass Dan's contract?
Hey, who's
Steve.
to bypass Aaron, you mean Aaron's contract
Yeah, I
or?
meant to say Steve's. Yeah, the little bullshit, contract that you guys said he signed.
well,
I
well,
don't
hey,
know.
first off,
Probably.
before anyone answers, what makes you feel like that's any of your business, though? It's none of my business, or Dan's, or yours, or Cassandra's, or anyone else on this website. That you know what I mean? Why would you ask that?
Francesca, I don't know if you're just having a great night or, what you have going on. But you know, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with you. Like I said, I see you here often, but you guys are tripping tonight. I miss maybe a week or two of fucking lives, and here you go. Here the people go. What?
No, I don't really know what you mean because you guys are on this website talking about a lot of stuff that a lot of people might
Yeah,
think was
but
nobody's business.
when you
So
now,
I'm just trying to
well,
figure out if
okay,
you guys.
well, I'll let you know what I
Whoa,
mean.
whoa, whoa, Morgan.
I'll let you
Morgan,
know. Well, you
you
said you don't know what I mean.
gotta take a
Well, okay.
pill.
I think I can answer it
When someone
simply. I
signs a
think. I think
contract,
that.
that's their business, and you're asking about their business. That's
So,
theirs.
so you're
Well,
able to bring.
So tell me the tea.
So you're able to bring
Tell me their business.
the contract
well,
being bullshit, and you're able to bring up that he wasn't really signed, but I can't ask you how you guys are expecting to get around it. I'm confused.
Shout out to Tracy for supporting the channel. I love you and appreciate you. Your donations go to a great place. It helps me make better content and get better equipment and stuff. So yeah, just real quick, wanted to make sure we shout her out. This is the Illuminati chat. All right, Francesca, you can go ahead and exit. It was so lovely having you in here and talking to you tonight. I appreciate you for coming, and I, hope you have a great rest of your evening. These fucking nut jobs. Guys, I feel like people want me to start acting like aggressive and out of character, which I think is really odd because, like, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get why people want me to be upset, but I I don't have a problem with getting active, guys.
well, I can answer it. I think pretty simply, and I think. I mean, I'm not an attorney, but I guess if we have these powerful people and like these attorneys can probably find some kind of way to be like, yeah, this contract is bullshit. I don't know. That's my guess. Like I said, I'm not an attorney,
Yeah, no,
but
that makes sense.
I'm guessing that's what. I think my mic was off, but
My bad. That was my fault.
I don't remember what you heard. But basically, it was these attorneys, these powerful people, proving that Steve Zapp's contract is bullshit because it is bullshit.
Another
And
real quick sidebar, guys. I know I keep sidebarring you with this unnecessary bullshit, but to 97 Mason, recently I had a conversation on Spaces with Lila, and said Lila said that all of these alt accounts are not her,
We have no way of proving that or proving that they are her, but Lila said it's not her. So if we're taking people's words for shit.
To
And
know everything about Steve
I'm
Zapp.
I'm guessing that if they think that it can be put out, it's because they probably know a way to prove that that contract is bullshit.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So, in your opinion, you're saying, or you think that the bullshit was less of a bad management like contract? You think it was just complete bullshit all the way around, like the work?
I think yeah, like a bullshit deal. Like I think some of the things I remember from it was like, Steve Zapp owns the entire Love album, and I think he fronted Aaron like some ridiculously low amount of money to have all of the rights to the Love album. And on top of that, something in the contract about owning the next 3 albums. And I think there's even something in there where if I don't know, Morgan, maybe you can help me with that, but something where like if the album did come out, then Steve Zapp would be required to pay Aaron, a certain amount of money. So it could have been even that. I'm over here saying, well, maybe Steve Zapp wanted the album taken down because he wanted people to listen to the Love album. And, he knew that Aaron's passing was going to generate all these people that hadn't really even thought of Aaron in, the past decade. He knew that was going to generate a lot of streams, and he didn't want that going to Blacklisted. He wanted it going to Love because he owned it. But
Yeah.
it could have also been the fact that Aaron putting out a new album meant that Steve Zapp was going to have to pay up, like, oh shit, I didn't think Aaron was ever going to put out an album. He did. Well, now I owe him, $100,000 or whatever it is. I don't know. But it could have been something like that. Maybe that's why he had the album taken down. I don't know. At this point, I'm speculating, but
Well, I just want to be clear if like Melanie is even actually going to get the money from the new album, because if not, what would be the point of buying it?
Well, we're in.
Is Melanie in here right now?
the money was always going to Aaron's estate.
And
Like
we're still battling for that right now because
Yeah, but like if it goes to Sony, does it go to Aaron's estate, or does it if it goes to this like third party broker person that's not going to Prince?
well, if Mel,
I don't
well,
know.
Right.
What
You would
it
get a
wasn't
percentage.
going to Steve Zapp. I think that's why he took it down.
well, Mel,
Yeah.
Whenever the album was registered, it was all just registered basically evenly amongst all of us, amongst everyone who had a part in the album. And
and Aaron got the majority of the percentage. That was the deal.
that was the
Man, I wish we
deal.
could have
But
gotten an acoustic
even
album.
Aaron himself would say, like, no, I'm not like other people. We all did this together. We're all gonna split this evenly. That's how I do my business. I want the people in my life to be happy. We all deserve equal parts. I mean, Aaron did say that too, which
Can I
is
ask
very
you guys something?
respectable.
Morgan and Dan, if you could do it over again, meaning go back again and work with Aaron after everything you've been through thus far, would you do it again?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't regret it at all. I mean, Aaron, like, we all became very close that past year. Like, he was a friend to me. So I mean, if that's like, of course I would go do it again and become his friend again. Yeah.
Morgan?
I don't know. I think maybe Morgan's not in here.
Probably technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Dan, that's good to hear. So out of all the people that you met in Aaron's life while you were doing this album and you were touring and everything, who do you feel, aside from Louie, was the biggest negative influence on Aaron that probably hindered him the most in getting
Clipper
sober?
channels are kind of pathetic, though, compared to Rico.
I don't.
As we end this, not end, well, just end the spaces. Oh, you are dead against Aaron. You drag his name through the mud. Okay, so why are you here? Yes, I'm chatting with a... What is going on? You need to learn how to speak to people, Rico. Don't tell me about evidence, because we have it all. I don't come out shit unless I have proof banned. Trust me. Okay, well, again, I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody else. Proof is not you saying something. Proof is you showing something. I'll bet my bottom dollar that that ATM Richie's mom is not Betty. So sure, prove me wrong, but I don't need to learn how to speak to people on my channel. You came here out of your own will, and you chose to say whatever it is that you thought was right. Um, Lila, did somebody send you this live? I will report you for talking to Pole like shit. I think I talked to you, Francesca, as very, very respectfully, considering the way you've been talking in the chat. But you can report me, and I have, proof of your comment here saying that you're gonna report me because you don't like the way I spoke to you. But again, your feelings are your feelings. You don't have to be here. And of course, I'm being accused of being another person. Someone said I was mentioned, so I peeked in. Yeah, your friend Gas Station Rico and a couple of your other friends, or, people that you communicate with on the internet, have been in here kind of interrupting me a little bit, throwing me off. Um, that's about it. Francesca said, shut up. Okay, well, I don't have to shut up because this is a live, but again, I don't know why you are here. Rico, I am not friends with those people beyond commenting here. Okay, well, maybe you're not friends, but you said that he was... Wait, Bubbly Milk. I honestly thought you were professional, but since Aaron died, you just always in the drama. What drama am I in other than ones that people put me in? You've used Aaron's name for views and donations. Okay. Alrighty. If you believe that, you can. Lila, you may not be friends with them, but you do, or you said that you knew who the person was, so I just assumed you guys were friends. Bubbly Milk, Lila Chats, I love your channel. Well, why don't you guys go over to Lila Chats page and be all lovey-dovey? Why are you guys here trying to, like, interrupt what we have going on? Like, this is what I'm saying. I get put into drama. Bubbly Milk, I have been sitting here letting a fucking Spaces play. How did I ask the drama? I'm... I said I thought I knew who it was, but didn't want to put misinformation. I'm not... Like, I just don't get it. Because we are interested in what Morgan and Gang have to say. Well, if you're interested in what Morgan and Gang have to say, you could definitely go talk to Morgan and Gang. Bubbly Milk said I'm always asking questions out on Twitter, but I always miss it. Okay, so what is your question, Bubbly Milk? Because, like, honestly, y'all got me activated. Appreciate you, Lila. Hope you have a great night. This is really funny. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna get active because they got me fucked up. Like, I just don't understand. I have been sitting here barely talking, yet I'm the drama. Love that. I didn't even bring up Lila Chat's name, but I'm the drama. I didn't ask to be in the spaces last night with Morgan and Dan, but somehow, even in the spaces, I was attacked and I'm the drama. I mean, I want to say the reason that I think you guys all have an issue with me, but I'm not going to because I seem obsessed. All right. My question is, why are you so unprofessional and pretend you are a real journalism when you are just the same as all reaction channels? Well, because I'm not a reaction channel. I am a real published journalist, and I'm not unprofessional in my opinion. But if you do think I'm unprofessional, you don't have to be here. You know, I appreciate you for stopping and coming. I'm gonna push play because my moderator said so. But again, you guys are allowed to say whatever you want, so I'm allowed to say and respond to whatever the fuck I want to. If you don't like it, you can kindly exit and go find the fuck that I don't give.
I don't know, no one, because I mean things were good. Things were good for a while. It
Did you
really, it
did you
really
ever go
felt like
on YouTube though and see him? Because I know obviously you being a musician, you weren't on the internet 24/7. You weren't on his IG live watching him as a fan, quote, 24/7. But did you see the videos that him and Check or other people may have put out there where it wasn't looking like he was sober and he was really struggling with pills? Because it's hard to
him
believe
and
that
Check.
nobody was negative.
What do you mean? Him and Check put out videos
There's a
together?
video, yeah, there's a video of Aaron driving 100 miles an hour through a neighborhood, and Check is laughing and recording it. There's a
No,
video
actually, I've
of
never
him.
seen that.
You've never seen it?
I can honestly say
Oh,
I have
bro.
not seen that.
Like, this is the stuff that when there's some of us that know that there was individuals that truly wanted to make music with him. And out of all the lives I've witnessed with you, I will say you seem like the most honest person that truly wanted to make music with him.
That's
Morgan's
all I
not in
wanted
here,
to do.
and yeah, Morgan's not in here. Morgan's mad. I'm not going to give him a compliment right now until he kind of cools off. So, but I feel the same with him in some retrospect as well, that he truly wanted to make music with him. But I don't agree with you when you say that there was nobody throughout his entire time that you guys made who people were popping in and out, who had the same feelings as you as wanting to truly make music. There was people that really did take him for granted and I want to say it, but used him and abused him. Check, I'm sorry, being one of them. I mean, there's a video of him and Aaron live, and Aaron showing him all the pills that he had in his mouth. I mean, that's not giving him support to be a sound-minded person to bring on creativity to put out there in the universe, for fans to say, "Holy hell! Like I can relate to this song," So can you really just think back for a moment and ask yourself, like, man, there's some shitty people that may have been hindering us from putting out another bomb ass album.
Well, if what you're saying is true, I mean, and I guess I don't doubt that it is about that video with Check. Then yeah, obviously that sounds terrible. I don't know.
Well, it could definitely, you
I
can tell that you and Morgan, like, for whatever differences that we all have, like, it does seem like you guys genuinely were into it for the music, which is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you see it that way. I mean, I really am. There was definitely a period of time when I was kind of being thrown
Thank
into
you
the
for the
whole, like,
donation, Dina.
oh, you're
Have a
an
great one.
enabler, this and that, and it's like the only thing I ever tried to enable Aaron to do was to put out songs, you know. Um,
So can we put, because so people, okay, let me rephrase it. Sorry, I'm like, my mind's going a mile a minute. So for those individuals that believe that you and Morgan were enablers. Can you clear that up now and be open and honest and say, hey,
Gina, I was
me,
black and
Dan,
gay
and me,
and made
Morgan,
sense,
we did
and I
not
pissed
do
everybody off.
anything with Aaron aside from make music.
I thought that was that's absolutely true. We did not buy drugs for him. We were not taking pills with him.
Oh,
No, I
do
mean,
you?
Thank you.
my I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You can finish. I'm sorry.
I mean, the most like, I mean, you got to try to put yourself in my shoes, okay? Like, I'm a musician, an artist who has been like doing this for a long time. You know, I've had my little runs of success in different, you know, parts of the music world, like whatever. Like, okay, I did a theme song, and here I am, 21 years old. I have a music video on MTV. I'm like, oh my God, you know, this is the greatest. I'm at the top of the world right now, right? 21 years old, MTV music video, you know, whatever, theme song. Like, I've had tours, I've toured, like, you know, music scenes, whatever. Like, music has always been the thing in my mind. And of course, like, as a musician, where your goal is to be, you know, to have notoriety, you want, you know, when I write a song, yes, I want as many people to listen to it as possible, right? So obviously, the idea of working with someone like Aaron Carter, who has such a huge name, and like, oh yeah, people know who Aaron Carter is. More people know who Aaron Carter is, and they know who Dan C. Wright is, right? Then they know what 3D Friends is. So obviously, in my mind, there's this part that's like, well, yeah, if I get songs with Aaron Carter, that's gonna help me, that's gonna help my career, right? And I can on it, like, and if you want to consider that like a selfish take or whatever, like, but that's the most like selfish thing, like, I could have ever like be accused of, is like, oh, he was trying to get songs with Aaron Carter because he was trying to make his name bigger. It's like, oh yeah, that's what musicians do, right? Like, that's what you do as an artist. You want people to know who you are. So it's like, why would I ever try to do anything else? Why would I try to give him drugs and mess him up? Why would I try to jeopardize the main goal,
I
which is to put out an album, to put out songs for people to discover me through, you know what I mean? Like, why would I do anything to jeopardize that?
everybody on here knows that Dan's not a bad guy. Guys, get real. Get with the picture. Me and Dan are not bad. I've just seen a lot of crap online about Melanie. I want to know the truth about what does everyone. What's your thoughts on her? Why does everyone have so much shade on her? Just anyone can say anything right now. I don't care if it's Cassandra. I don't care who it is.
Well, I'm always going to support women. I mean, I feel like same thing with Erin. I had a lot to say about Melanie, but last couple times she came in here on Spaces, she answered a lot of questions for everybody. And we all told her that we just want everything to be good for her and Prince. And also just to stop like trying to like publicly blame Betty, because, you know, she's just a homeless woman who doesn't have money for a lawyer to defend herself or anything. And Erin was
I'll
sick,
answer.
you know.
So yeah.
So Morgan, to answer your question,
Well,
I have been hard.
can you
Go
first
ahead.
tell me your name, because I have no idea who you are.
Oh, I said Angel. Sorry. I apologize if you didn't hear that. My bad.
No, it's not
So
nice to meet you, Angel.
nice to meet you, Morgan. So I will answer your question. I do not judge her on her looks. I don't judge her at all in any of that situation. So everybody in here, and anytime I've spoken in regards to the Carterverse, they know that for a fact. I don't judge her on her looks. I don't judge her on her appearance. I can care two shits if she goes to Chanel Coco to go get her clothes, or if she goes to Walmart to go get her clothes. posted.
Mania. No one asked
You're
about that.
But
but
just
if
like I
she
won't let
puts it out
people.
there, I can speak on it. Has it been harsh? Absolutely, because I wanted her to get her stuff together. I've written her. I have responses with her. And I've been in domestic violence situations. She was in one with Aaron. They were toxic with each
So
other. You can't say they
question
weren't
to
toxic.
you, my question is, why are you
Mhm.
obsessed with her?
I'm not obsessed with her. I speak on
Well,
a lot of
it's
things.
well, hold on. It sounds like
Well,
you
Morgan
are.
Aaron used to always say,
Oh, no,
a
no, no.
fan
No,
is
I
just
It's
don't
this
give a fuck
dramatic.
what
it's
Aaron
okay,
said.
Cassandra. It's
No,
okay. It's okay. Let him go.
I let you guys talk. Now it's my turn. You just said all this stuff about Melanie. Sounds like you're stalking her online, right?
No, I'm not stalking her.
Well, you know everything about her.
Honey, I watched it for 3
She's a
years
public
on
You
figure. I
just
don't know
said
IG.
why
She's a
Bravo doesn't
public
give her a
figure.
damn show. I'm
you
just
Yeah.
gonna
just
watch
I watch
Welcome to the
Housewives. I don't
Carterverse,
know where the fuck the
okay?
New Jersey Housewives live. All I know is they live in New Jersey. I
you
watch Vanderpump Rules. Doesn't mean I follow and stalk Jax just because I think he's hot as shit. I follow you
Yeah.
two on IG. I don't.
well.
I can give two shits if you go to Walmart and buy yourself a burrito.
But
But
just
if
like
she puts it out there,
I won't let people say Aaron wasn't a celebrity because he was.
he was.
And
He
No
I
one
was.
won't let
said. No one
he
said.
can't really.
No one said he wasn't. But the bottom line is, you've been watching her a little too much, and it
No, I
sounds
haven't.
like
I have not.
it sound.
Check my Twitter,
I
homeboy.
think you.
I've been
I think
involved in
you.
WrestleMania for 3 fucking days, homeboy.
I
I
never
am not.
asked
Check
about.
my
No one
spaces.
asked.
Check my
No.
shit, Morgan. No,
No
you're
one.
not gonna call me a stalker because guess what?
No.
Guess
Well, I
what?
did.
She
I
put it
did.
out there. It's
No one
public
asked.
forum. It's
No one.
public documentation. We spoke on
No
her
one asked
actions.
about WrestleMania. No one asked
You're
about that.
saying I'm stalking him or
Oh,
stalking her. No,
Rico,
I'm
please
not.
take over.
Okay, Angel. All
It
right,
sounds like it. Well. It sounds like.
Morgan, you're angry over nothing. You invested so much time into Aaron Carter and you're not getting a payout. And I feel bad for you guys that he passed away because of his addiction. But you're angry at the wrong person, Morgan. You're taking it out on individuals who's trying to have a constructive conversation with you.
A
And you're being
constructive.
totally nasty. You're
Con,
being nasty, and it's not right. None of us
con,
called you names. None of us told you that you couldn't be a musician and work with Aaron, but you're being nasty to us. And you know what? I
well,
had your back
I'm
on there. I told people to shut up and quit blaming you and Dan over that
okay.
stuff, but
Okay.
you're bashing me and calling me a
I'm
stalker?
gonna. I'm gonna
That's
ask some.
mean.
I'm gonna ask somebody that I really like in this whole conversation. Rico, I'm gonna ask
You
you.
see how
Have I
bipolar
bashed
people
her?
are who don't like me? At one
listen.
point, he's talking shit about
I
me.
don't
The
even
next point,
understand
he's
what you
like,
guys are
I'm only
arguing about
asking the
right now.
person I
I think
like.
we got to
The
No,
get
fuck?
back to the
I
point.
wasn't. I asked you a question. Was I bashing her, or
I
did
think,
she brought up WrestleMania in the middle of our talk?
hold
You
on,
And
Angel.
said
Hold
I
on, Angel.
was stalking
Hold on,
her.
Angel.
And I'm telling you, no, my weekend was filled with other things, like having fun with my nephews watching John Cena get his ass
Angel,
kicked.
do you know
mute up,
this
please.
conversation? This conversation started out with me asking you what you thought about Melanie. Now you're talking about John
And I
Cena.
Hold
did, and
on,
you called
hold
me a
on. Please
stalker.
let me gain control of the conversation, guys.
It's ending up with John Cena. I asked about
So Morgan,
Melanie, for Christ's
so
Jesus,
sake.
Morgan,
take
You
the
know
hold
what,
on,
wheel.
Angel.
Dan, hold on. I'm gonna make this simple. Dan, it was a pleasure talking with you. I hope you come back, and I cannot wait to hear more music that you put out there, bro. Do not worry about LMG and all of those trolls. You do you, bro. Your music is nice. I listen to Winter Haven stuff. His stuff's good as well. Morgan, go fuck yourself. I'm out.
Thank you.
What do you guys think about Scotian Savage? And I just asked that because of the conspiracy stuff, right? Okay, so I do think that it's bad for Melanie to have all these people in her ear telling her conspiracies. And so I think it's good if you guys, talk to her a lot and you're telling her the truth and like keeping reality in the picture. I think that's awesome. But I noticed that like I always thought Andrew was pretty cool. And then after Aaron passed, he turned into like an Alex Jones conspiracy theorist nut job.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've never like listened to anything that he's said. I just know his name as like a part of this whole little cast of characters, but I have no idea what he's saying or what he's said
Okay.
at all.
And then
At all.
follow-up question for you, Dan. What was it like playing at the Whiskey?
It was a great show. It was a lot of fun. I was just on top of the world, just being able to play with Aaron on stage like that, being able to sing with him was truly once in a lifetime opportunity, literally. So,
That's so cool.
um, yeah, that was just an amazing experience. And also, before I forget, see, I hate to bring this up again, but here we go. I'm looking at the comments. Rico, Dan gives these long-winded responses full of nothing.
Why did you
All
read
right,
it so
guys, this is
dramatic?
where me and
What is
Dan go
my
back and forth,
long-winded response full of nothing?
and then I'll
Because you
see if
just want
we're
to troll. It doesn't
what we're gonna get
matter what
into
I
That's
say.
next.
not a
I've been
troll.
I've
That's
been
an
through this
opinion,
months
sir.
ago. Months ago, it was the same shit, the same things over and over again. Like I decided to, whenever I found out about this thing, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's see, let's fill the air out. Let's see what's going on in people's
Hey
minds, and
Jamie, I
it's just the
understand
same
that
shit.
you're like trying to be helpful and you don't mean any harm. I know you don't mean any harm, but anything gas station Rico says is not okay. They're pretending to be me. They're saying wild and very unnecessary shit. So don't take anything they say for word for fact or like it has anything to do with me. They're a troll account. All right? Thank you.
It's the same
Dan, just
bullshit.
like everyone,
Why are you accusing me of long-winded bullshit answers full
that's
of
not an
nothing? Like, why?
accusation, sir. That is an opinion, an observation, if anything. I'm
A
stating how I
trolly type
feel.
of opinion.
What?
Like a troll kind of
So,
opinion.
so
Like,
hold
what do
on.
you
We were called trolls when we were saying that Aaron was not sober, right? That we were called trolls, and then that turned out to be true. So I'm confused as to why you keep thinking that just because you hear something repeatedly that it's a troll and it doesn't have any truth to it.
long-winded answers full of nothing? I mean, what have I said that's long-winded full of nothing? What have I not fulfilled for you? Long-winded because I'm like trying to describe stuff. I don't understand.
Because
Like,
you're not
what's
giving
the
any, you're
nothingness?
giving,
Am I not answering your
no,
question?
you're giving very shallow answers that just kind of
To
fit
what?
whatever you, to all of it, to anything.
What was to all of it? So everything I've said. Like, come on. Okay, how about give me yes or no questions? How about that? Is that what you want from now on?
See,
Only
the reason,
only
see,
ask
Dan,
me yes or
see,
no
Dan,
questions because y'all don't give a
Dan, this
fuck
is how I
what I'm
know.
actually
This is how I
saying.
know.
Y'all don't actually you don't want to hear. You only want to hear what you want to
So,
hear.
Dan, this is how
And
I.
if it's not what you want to hear, then it's long-winded
So, Dan, this is
nothingness.
how
If
I
it's not what
know
you want to
that
hear.
you're feeling some sort of a guilt or insecurity or something. Because the reason I typed that in the chat instead of saying it is because I didn't want to mess up the flow of the conversation or interrupt you or Morgan speaking. The fact that you're going into the comments to read what we're saying as we're in here is very, very telling. So,
Very, very telling because someone else was talking. That girl was talking of whatever. Her and Morgan were going off on something. I decided to look at the comments during that time, and I see your comment about
yes,
long-winded
that's very
nothingness.
telling.
Hey,
That's very
Rico,
telling. It's very
Dan.
telling of you. It's very telling of you that
Yeah,
you are not a
Cassandra.
genuine person.
Oh,
And I'm.
I'm very genuine, so don't come attacking my character because you don't
Oh,
like
well,
my
that's my
opinion.
opinion.
You
Oh,
don't like my
Rico, guess what? That's my opinion,
no,
Rico.
that is
So don't attack my opinion, Rico.
you're
Okay, just
a
like your opinion
child.
of me with
You
long-winded
you
nothingness
got
is
your
your
feelings
opinion.
hurt because of laughing
My
emojis
opinion.
and now you're mocking me. You don't have any sort of an intelligent response. So you're reverting to fucking playground insults. Please, Dan, get a goddamn grip. I did not
You
invite.
being
Hey,
not
Dan,
genuine
Dan,
is a
Dan, Dan. That's
playground
Dan. I
insult.
did not invite you here. I did not ask you to come up here. So my point is if you had such an issue with the things that people say or people's opinions, you shouldn't have been on this goddamn spaces.
I had no idea you were even a
That
part of
doesn't
this, to be
matter. You
honest.
still came back on this Aaron Carter Spaces to talk about how people are too obsessed. Like, you're doing a lot. If you don't like
Because
it,
I
if you
wanted to
don't want to
see
be
if things
involved,
had
why do
changed.
you need to
I
see
wanted
if
to
things
see
are
if things have
changed, sir?
changed,
Move
and they have
on with
not.
your life. Don't come attacking us because you
I
guys
have
still have
moved
some
on
sort
with
of
my
grief
life.
to deal with.
I
Deal with
have
your
been
grief the
moved
way that
on.
you deal with. Well, you're here, Dan. So you didn't
I
move
have
too far.
literally been moved
You didn't
on.
move too
After
far.
a
You
5 month
didn't move too
hiatus,
far. You didn't move too
I have
far.
decided. You sound so childish cutting me off like
Oh, that's
that.
so cute. You're gonna use my comeback. Cassandra, what were you saying?
Exactly, I'm going to use your comeback to prove to you that it's bullshit.
Now, Rico,
You're accusing me of being childish while you are
Rico.
being
I was
childish.
gonna
Yes,
see
I'm
if
going to use
somebody
that
wanted
against
to
you.
read the
Yes,
article
I
I
am.
sent.
Yeah,
No,
no, we should
wait,
definitely
Rico.
read that article. I'll get it for you right now.
Dan and Rico, you guys watch out. Cupid is coming.
Listen to this weird
What is
shit.
that? What are you talking about?
Morgan, Cupid is only for you and Cassandra, okay? I'm gonna let Cupid handle Cupid's work that it already started.
I just want to make a public service announcement about rape.
Who's
Oh,
Cupid?
It's not funny to
don't,
joke about
don't
raping people, and
deflect.
I apologize.
Don't deflect, Rico. Don't deflect.
I promise, Dan's not my type.
I think it is because you guys are kicking it off.
Yeah, it's hilarious, man. I don't know.
So the article.
Dan,
I was just commenting on the fact
you're
that
gonna like
you're
this, Dan. You're gonna like this.
you're
Listen
still.
I wish you guys could actually have a conversation and not fight like little kids. It only takes one person.
Slappo Papo. This was last night's space. This was last night's spaces. I was yelling at 3D Friends, aka Dan. But yeah, no, I did get very upset because he got his feelings hurt about me saying that he gives long-winded answers and he doesn't, actually give any fucking information. And I mean, which I thought, again, I thought it was very respectful to put it in the comment section instead of just blurting it out as he talked. But Dan got his feelings hurt, so me and him, had an exchange for words. I'm trying to get to the part where Oliver, something about a goddamn. Make sure you guys are following or subscribed to the Clips channel. Later tonight, well, damn, it's kind of late, but later tonight and tomorrow, I am going to be uploading things like the second part of the spaces where I went off on Morgan and, clips of this, clips of the other lives that I do with other people. Yeah, just a bunch of little stuff. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to clean up the chat here because there are a lot of, unwanteds. I know, right? That is such perfect timing. Um, let's just see if there's anything else that's important in here. Yeah, guys, I had so much more that I wanted to show you, and I think I'll just skip to it. How are you feeling, you guys? Is it too late in the night? Yeah, Ninja, I see that they're trying to provoke me. I just don't understand why. Because then when I get, like, upset or I'm talking, quote, quote, aggressively, then they want to get their panties in a bunch. Like, at least if you guys are going to bully, you can't be sensitive bullies. Like, honestly, if you're going to bully somebody, then, I don't know. But that's just my opinion, I guess. Everybody, has their own. You want to hear part two? Part two is gonna be up on the Clips channel. But I'm sorry, guys. My damn internet like the spaces thing is glitched, so it's not playing. I'm not just sitting here waiting for nothing, guys. I promise. Let's just see if I exit out of this. And let's see if I can get some of my. Hey, Tiff. So yeah, guys, I was asking you if you guys are all still up for, seeing everything else, or if you guys think I should start like either another stream tomorrow and or do like um stream like videos and just upload them throughout the day. Gina, I'm not giving you part 2 on live. I'm sorry. Uh I'm not not letting the clippers and other people take that from me through the live. Okay, keep going, keep going. All right, all right. So I think now, yeah, and see, Gina, I would have been so like, oh fuck, my thing's still low. I would have had no problem with playing it here, but with all of the trolls that, yeah, I am gonna be uploading last night's spaces to the clips channel too. But yeah, with all of the fucking trolls in tonight, it's not safe to post anything of fucking value. So I'm opening up my email now, guys. Let me see, cause. And you're right, McCartney. So that's what I started doing. If you guys see that, they're kind of gone. All right, so in my email, what I'm going to show you guys is, well, first, you guys let me know in the chat. Would you guys like to see what Winter Havens had to say? Not Winter Havens, what the flying fuck? Would you guys like to see what Beatslinger had to say about all of this shit when it comes to the Blacklisted album getting pulled? Would you guys like me to go over Aaron Carter's official contract? Oh, Dina brought it right up as I was saying it. The official contract, or do you guys want me to go over the Melanie and other stuff? You guys are saying yes, but yes to what? Okay, I got one Juice Lee saying contract. Yes, you guys are all saying yes. I need like a contract, no contract. What you guys want? You guys want me to talk shit on fucking Check the Star? Because I have a whole video to go through with that. What's my email, Rico? It's postedmedia@gmail.com. All content. Pixel, that was great. No check. Beatslinger, Winter Been contract. Beatslinger, yeah. Alright. I think what I'll do with the check thing is I'll play it at the end, like how I do music usually, how I play music at the end. I'll just do like the little check video that I have. And like I said, it's not like a super deep video. I mean, when it comes to quality, because honestly, it was real quick. I was going to be releasing it last night until all of this shit happened. So right now, I'm bringing up the screenshots for you guys, because last time I opened my Instagram on here, I showed you guys all my messages. Not that I had anything bad in there, but, Oh, damn, I double sent a lot of these. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to window. Oh my god, you guys are wild tonight. And here I was thinking last night was reckless. You guys are out here
going crazy. Gina, you know, if the chat's good, I might go ahead. I don't know right now with the way everybody's acting. It's kind of you know, skeptical. Okay. So, here real quick, I'm going to go to Beat Slinger's Instagram just so you guys can see who he is. I think you guys have heard, you know, Aaron mention Beat Slinger. I'm sure you guys have, actually. Oh, fuck, I'm not on Instagram. I can't do that. All right, so when I messaged him, I basically, you know, in short, was like, hey, I'm running a story about Aaron Carter's, you know, album Blacklisted being taken off of streaming platforms. I'm mentioning you in it along with Aaron's, you know, other songs. Would you like to make a comment? And this is what he said. Oh, fuck. So Beatslinger says, yeah, 3 of my records and again, guys, apologies. His writing is a little worse for wear, but don't, you know, it's not me talking. It's just them. So he says, yeah, 3 of my records on that Blacklisted album was just wasted. I did City of Dreams, So Much to Say, Reload the Wesson, and he thinks one more. Says what bothers him is that nobody talked to him about releasing the album. He thinks it should have waited, which I think everybody agreed with. So I think it's really funny that not Winter. Why do I keep saying Winter Haven's name? He must be talking about me. Why Morgan and Danny were like going so hard for defending the fact that they released it, and the producer says nobody spoke to him about releasing it, and he thinks it should have waited. This is the interesting part. He says, I give up all of my shares to the album, and nobody put out the long hours and consistent grind just for what? Because of what Aaron owed to Sony. And so that's like me saying I should have turned my grandmother, and he goes into a whole thing about his grandmother's grave, and honestly I don't know what that had to do anything with it. Yeah, honestly I don't. That part when he put that, I was like, okay, I don't know what you're trying to say, sir. This man says Winter Havens mainly wrote all of it, which is all of Aaron's music that, you know, in recent times, including the Wesson, Reload the Wesson, and none of us even leaked what was coming the day Carter told me to open my life a bit more. He was gonna tell y'all about us. I don't really know what that means because, like, we knew who Beat Slinger was, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what this meant or what this was trying to mean. So when it got off the shelf, he's saying Blacklisted, I think they stole it from us because we got the masters. Fucking talentless people in expensive clothing can even provide the work. They did it behind my backs for sure. But one thing is really amazing is that I can put it out again and again and again and watch this. This was fucking hilarious. Like, this was really funny. He says, those who get in my way of releasing Carter's legacy effect, because he has a whole album or mixtape of unheard Aaron songs, and those who say we will have Carter removed, fine. So I will remove Carter and replace him with Check the Star. Because look how funny that side of life is. Now, I'm going to be honest, you guys. I'm just going to be completely honest. There makes no sense in the goddamn world why. Yeah, see, everybody's giving questions. Question marks in the chat. I know. What the fuck does that mean? I reread it, and that's why it took me so long to get on stream, because I kept rereading the shit. Like, I don't understand. But what he's saying is that people are mad that he's using Aaron Carter's voice, or like, because it's not, he's saying in a whole, because he has other messages here too, he's saying that Aaron did not make the beats for the music, nor did he write the lyrics. So technically, the only thing on all of these songs is just Aaron's voice. What Beatslinger, the producer, is saying, who's best friends with Winter Havens, who's doing music with Scotian Savage and doing music with Rocky Luciano, is saying that if people want to try to take off or take down any music that he puts on streaming platforms with Aaron, he's gonna replace it with Check. How is that helping Prince? Like, honestly, how is that making anybody like mad? How is that like I got you? If anything, that's disrespectful to Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, and the fact that he even brought up Check the Star is really fucking weird, because it's like, okay, you're talking about people in nice suits who don't do any work, but who doesn't do any work? Rocky needs to be done with music, because Rocky shit, his music is shit. So yeah, I didn't understand this from Beat King, honestly. He continues to say, it's such a twist because all those who bully and hate, well, they all end up hating what they have had contributed to make all of everything possible. I'll just retire and hold on. Damn, I sent they sent out of order. Damn it. God damn it, Google. Sending shit out of order. Oh, okay, here's the part I wanted to read. It's crazy because me and a few of us, he doesn't specify who the few of them are, he just says me and a few of us, including Carter, Aaron, that we would all get returns, so that's like royalties or payments for how good the song was doing, for the years super grinding for the team. I'm guessing his super grind is just talking about the music that they made, even though it's rarely put out and it's not, the best. And Beatslinger said himself that the Love album was Aaron's, best work. He said what's even more funny is that Carter barely even wrote his own lyrics. Most of them, Winter Havens mainly wrote. So my question is, what legacy are these people preserving for Aaron? Because we've heard we heard Morgan Matthews say that Aaron's music, there was no money in it, right? He said we didn't get any money from Aaron's music. He didn't make the beats. He also didn't write the lyrics. So please tell me why these people think that, for one, Sony should be paying like Prince or giving Prince any sort of money off of this music, and two, why the fuck they would even be putting it out. It's not Aaron. Like, honestly, guys, I can be objective and say when something by somebody I don't like is good, but the last music Aaron put out was really, really bad. That's what I'm saying. And Brown Frown, Aaron literally tried so hard, or he always said that he wanted his music now to be different than the old music because he wanted to actually have a part in it. What part? Like, could they donate to Prince at the end? Yes, JoJo, everybody can donate to Prince or give, Prince money, but where would that money be coming from? Like, okay, when you get a royalty check, you get it for songwriting, you get it for singing or performing, and you get it for production. So if Aaron didn't produce anything, if Aaron didn't write anything, and if majority of the time his voice was heavily auto-tuned, some can even say his voice isn't even his voice. And that brings you to my next point. Let me see if I could just log into, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Damn, where did I put this stuff, guys? Damn. Because I don't have Apple Music on my phone, but I'm just going to go ahead and email this to myself. Because, yeah, so after I got on the phone with Louie, not Louie, after I got off the spaces with Morgan and them, yeah, after I got off the spaces with Morgan and Dan, it kind of hit me that a lot of people don't understand, like, certain stuff about the industry. And Morgan wanted to talk all the shit in the world about me, but woo, so much that guy knew. What the fuck? I'm also emailing myself the contract. I'm sorry. Well, where the fuck is this shit at? Ooh, can somebody delete a email that they sent you? Cause this is kind of crazy, guys. The email is no longer. I'm gonna see if it's maybe in a different Okay, I got it. I found it, guys. I was like, what? No. I got it, guys. So yeah, basically what I'm about to show you guys is after this, because if you guys remember the intro video that I was playing, Beatslinger specifically says that he is setting aside all of the music he makes from any of the music that he releases with Aaron is going to be put away for Prince. Now, my problem with that is that he kept saying something about an email and a passcode and when Prince is old enough. Now, that doesn't really make sense, right? Because you can set up, anybody can set up a trust, a account, a fund, a amount of money that nobody can touch until the minor is 18, right? Like there's a way for you to set that up. Kind of how the Coogan law is for actors and stuff. Kind of how bonds and I can't think of what those little things were called, where it's like a piece of paper and an old person would give it to you and be like, hey, here's $100, but you can't touch it until you're 25 or whatever. It just doesn't make sense to me why he would have to hopefully, be able to give Prince the money. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Because if you're making money right now, then the money right now can be in a bank account for Prince. Like, it doesn't need to wait. And I understand that everybody, doesn't want Melanie to touch the money. But again, yeah, savings bond. Thank you, Joker Pop. But again, there's other ways that you can do that. Yeah, Princess Allison, I know, it doesn't make sense at all. But anyway, I reached out to Melanie to see if she had spoken to this man. So I asked, hey, real quick question before I run my story. Would you guys care to comment on if you have spoken to the DJ producer Beatslinger about royalties for Prince from the release of recent / upcoming music? Melanie says, I'm not sure about the details with that certain person, but that all has to do with the estate. They have to review everything. So here Melanie is saying that she hasn't spoken about any royalties or money for Prince. So all of these people are just saying that they're doing it for Prince. My problem is that when you have these people doing this stuff for Prince, yet, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. When you have all of this stuff with Prince, it doesn't, McCartney, they don't make really any money. Because like I'm saying, okay, say Steve Zapp wanted to steal money from Aaron Carter or make money off of Aaron Carter because he's dead, right? He would have left the Blacklisted album up and just taken all the money. But he took it down. He didn't put it back up. He took it down and he said it's not coming back up. If Steve Zapp wanted to make money off of Aaron Carter, he would have re-released Aaron's old music as soon as he died. Again, neither of those things happened. Prince Muskie, you don't know who Steve is. Steve Zapp is the A&R of Z Entertainment, Red Music, Sony Records, who signed Aaron Carter to his previous, our last record deal. Music doesn't really make money. No, Joker's really right. The actual songs don't make too much of anything, really. It's all to, it's all up to the artist to get their funds other ways. Alright, guys. So, real quick. Everybody keeps talking about how Aaron or Louie just popped in and stole everything from Aaron, and Louie was just so evil and he forced Aaron to do this and do that. And again, I'm not justifying any of the actions. Hello, it's a vibe. What's up? How are you doing tonight? I'm not justifying any of Louie's actions. Fuck, sorry guys, I did my hair and it's fucked up. But I'm not justifying any of Louie's actions. I'm just saying that Aaron Carter wasn't. If you couldn't force the man to get clean and sober for his child, you can't force the man to make you his manager. So this is one of the last posts Aaron made on his Instagram account. Let's see if you guys could see this. You guys see that good? Yeah, you guys can see that good. So Aaron says, shout out to my clique and my brother. We take care of each other in more ways than you know. Blessed to have Lake Street Louie as my manager. Finally, a good manager. Just real pause. This is right after he fired Morgan. Morgan says that Louie fired him, but this is sounding very Aaron-ish. He said, finally a good manager and someone who actually cares about my health and career. I'm changing and blessed to have this life. Thank you. I promise I will do better, and I do cherish my sobriety and getting my career back on track. Oh, I gotta scroll. I want to scroll, not... Okay. And getting my career back on track. Management at Lake Street Louie. So... The way that people are bashing Louie, honestly, it reminds me of the way people bash Nick and Angel, Aaron Carter's siblings. It's like, because people know how important they were to Aaron and Aaron's life and how replaceable these people that he met off of Instagram were, I think that they have a deep hatred towards him. I do. And again, I'm not defending Louie. I just think that it's very similar to the way that they treat Angel. Well, Gina, I'm talking about um what can't you? Talk to me. Um and you guys, another thing I have for you, because I don't think we're going to get to the whatchamacallit, the contract today, because it's really, really long, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be uploading like just small clip videos so you guys could see. But real quick, I want to show you guys, real quick, I want to show you guys this. If you go on Apple Music right now and you type in Johnny Ortega or you type in the Beat Slinger, you will see these two lovely, or this one, and I have another one to show you, these songs that pop up. If you notice, Aaron's, they changed Aaron's name to Johnny Ortega, and they don't really put like anything Aaron Carter really in the title, and it's so heavily edited, you guys. In my personal opinion, I think this is the Beat Slinger and, Andrew and them way to get around copyright laws. Like, by saying, well, Aaron's name isn't, well, see, this one they use Aaron's name, which I think is funny. And both of these pages are brand new. So that means that after Aaron passed away, someone made 2 Apple Music accounts of Aaron, which again means that the money is going somewhere, because Sony's not able to find whatever the fuck, or whatever music, or any music that may sound, like Aaron's music, or that may have Aaron on it. And how are they even gonna look for it if it's under Johnny Ortega? So I think that might be their slick way of getting past these laws. Here's the other song with Andrew Winter, and this came out in 2023, a little while ago. Not too long ago. And if you guys can see really, really close, oh, it's not on this picture, because in one of these pictures they have Aaron's name. Thank you, Juice Lee. And I mean, honestly, you guys don't even have to believe me, but I'm just giving you the facts, or the available facts, I should say, right? Just the available facts. Right, it's a vibe. So what we were talking about is, I asked Melanie if she had spoken with, these people about having money set up for Prince, and she said she's never talked to them about it. So my only question, if these songs are already out, and that means that you're already making whatever money you can make from it, but you haven't spoken to Prince's mother or the estate, because the assets are or at the discretion of somebody else, then why are you putting the music out? Hey, Di. Sony got his brother by the balls, though, hard. F celebs. Yeah, I mean, Sony's a shitty music label, but they're all shitty music labels. Like, any fucking major label is shitty. Okay. Alright, you guys. I want... Okay. I'm going to find something for you guys to listen to and or watch, because honestly, guys, I just feel like there was too much going on tonight for me to
realistically be able to like deep dive into this contract, but I do want to show you guys real quick the contract, just so you guys know I'm not fucking bullshitting. Just, oh, don't go slow now. Yeah, just so you guys know I not bullshitting. I don't bullshit you guys. Happy birthday, Oliver, or happy early birthday, Oliver. So, let me zoom this in for you guys, just in case you guys cannot see. Right up at the top. Right at the top. Agreement effective as of August 29th, 2016, between Steve Zapp, Inc., a Californian corporation, and then the address, and Rakis Records, Inc., hereafter you, furnishing the services of Aaron Carter, LL Management Group. Okay, and then they go over that. This is 65 pages, guys, of the entire thing. It talks about them having a 3-album separate option contract period. For those of you who don't know about what a standard fucking album record deal has, is most record deals sign you to a 3 to 5 albums. Yeah, Juice Lee, if you remember, back when Aaron was saying the only way he could get Rakis was if he made it a subsidiary of Steve Zapp, that wasn't true, but that was true. Steve Zapp was allowing him to use, to create Rakis under the umbrella of the Z Entertainment Red Music label. But the problem is that it wasn't Aaron didn't follow through with it. So, like, Steve Zapp, it's not his job to make a label for you to profit off of, you know? Aaron didn't do the work for the label, so the label didn't go anywhere. Oh, shit. So yeah, I got a couple other... I'm trying to give you, something. During the term, you shall finish the services of the artist to perform purpose of recordings for label. You shall cause those recordings to be produced, and you shall deliver those recordings. You're obligated to include producers of those recordings, and you are solely responsible for engaging and paying them. So when Aaron was like, I had to pay all of my own producers, and I had to pay this, and I had to pay that. Yes, Aaron, that's what happens in the normal music business. They're not paying for you. Gina, what next part are you waiting for, ma'am? You guys are wild tonight, man. Really wild. I'm gonna send this video on over. Thank you. I'm so glad everybody is saying all of this is normal, because it is very normal. And it's not, it's not odd. The fact that Morgan can sit up here... Angel, I've said multiple times that I'm not playing that on stream because of all the trolls that were in here. Make sure you follow the Posted Media Clips channel, and you will get all of those streams in videos and clips. But I'm not playing that here. Yeah, thank you for telling me. Yeah, he didn't sign check, because what the fuck was he signing check to? Morgan's stupid, because Morgan's just stupid. Die, you missed the entire first part where I played
him on the Spaces. All right, let's see if this video is short enough for me to email it to myself. If not, then it's okay. You can always go back. Oh God, guys. Yeah, we're gonna be getting off the soon. But I just wanted you guys to see that I do have this. We'll go over all the royalties. Your royalty account and the production budget for the recording project concerned shall be charged with a recording cost of $25,000 per album, or $2,500 per recording. If label is obligated to pay those producers a higher fixed amount, attributable, I can't fucking talk right now, to that project, the charge under this section shall be that amount instead. If the label is obligated to pay those producers a lower fixed amount, the charge under this section will be that lower fixed amount. All this is saying is who's going to be paying for the album, where the album is going to be, produced and held, and all of that good shit. Now, we could go back and we could watch Aaron on those interviews where he's describing how this is a great opportunity for him because he knows what he's doing. And this is verbatim. Actually, let's see. Because I am going to be stepping away for a second. Oh, it's late. You guys need to go to sleep. It's only fucking Wednesday. I know everybody has work or school in the morning. But just real quick, I want you guys to see what Aaron says about this record label. Because you guys keep saying that he's not business savvy. But this was a sober at the time man. And he was also, his manager was the same woman who is Nick Carter's manager that he, hates or whatever. But he sounded very aware of what he was doing, and he had a plan. He was like, hey, if, I'm... Yeah, but, like, if he was so aware of what he was doing and why he was doing it, then, I don't, feel bad. I just feel like the music, he got done the exact same way every other artist gets done. I personally think Aaron should have made the deal. I think the problem is that Aaron didn't complete what he wanted. He thought just because Steve Zapp, paid for his album to be streamed a lot, he still had to do work, and he didn't want to do any work. Yeah, Check lost that check in Uber. How dumb was he? Alright, guys, watch this. How long is it? It's a couple minutes. We'll play it from a little bit. Alright.
Hey, I'm not telling you.
Really? But do you own it, or did?
Of course I have it. Yeah.
Okay.
In a vault in a very special place
Good.
in Florida.
Cool. No, you never know. Like that's. Do you consider that your most valuable possession from that moment in time, from like that history from the past to you?
I guess so.
You've acquired some cool stuff. You know.
It's so funny. Bruce Willis gave me a jacket too. I don't know why are you guys giving me jackets?
What kind of jacket did Bruce Willis give you?
Bruce Willis was
Give
weird.
me the one that he wore in Die Hard.
Come on, stop.
That's
Really?
weird.
That's pretty dope.
It had like blue plaid in it. Dope.
Where is that one in the same vault as the Michael Jackson jacket?
No. That one's in a different place.
Cool.
It's crazy.
No, I mean seriously, if you have kids, you're gonna have kids one day, I'm sure, and that you pass that down. That will be forever worth a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah,
it's very, very cool.
Yeah, and in regards to what you said to like Justin Bieber and Scooter Braun and all them, I totally, I respect, both of them and what they've done and
But you get hurt when they trash your name.
When somebody wants to mess with me, you can't really do that. And I'm sure Justin understands that. When someone messes with him, he don't take it.
No, never.
So I'm like, yeah, and hi, I'm Aaron Carter. Hello. You think I'm going to take it? No, I'm not going to take it. I never have, even when I was a little kid. Even when I was a teenager, even now I'm an adult. I'm never going to take it. I'm not going to, and neither does he. I'm sure he can relate.
What is the most important quality to have if you're going to make it in this business?
I don't know, to just be cool, just to not think that you're better than anyone else or anything like that. Like, it's the perception and the personas that really irk me, that get me about people. It's like, don't try to be something you're not. And if you don't quite understand who you are, okay, I can see why you're living in a perception. But for me, it's just like, I don't know.
But isn't that the biggest issue? If you don't understand who you are, how can you ever truly be genuine?
Well, figure it out. Watch the Marley documentary and identify with yourself. Like, for real. Like, just figure out what's your identity.
Is that what did it for you? Did that documentary change?
It did.
Your perspective?
Absolutely. It's really cool. I love that documentary. It's called Marley. It's on Netflix. I watched it a million times. and also living in New York City, did that too.
Life changing.
Yeah.
It is. Oh my, come on. You were doing a show, living in Manhattan. What an incredible time.
Yeah, it was tough. It was really tough. Doing Broadway and off Broadway, rather. I've done Broadway and off Broadway, a little both. Off Broadway is much more difficult. 8 shows a week. I mean, I did that show because I had really nothing going on. I just got finished doing Dancing with the Stars. I couldn't get on tour to save my life. I didn't know a booking agent or anybody or how to do it or anything like that. Couldn't get on any tours, nothing, not opening for anyone, nothing. So I was like, all right, I'll go to this. I'll try to go to off Broadway show and see how that works and see if it can, open some more doors for me or show the world that I'm accountable or, hey, if Aaron Carter is doing 8 shows a week and a whole ensemble cast depends on him to be the star of the show and bring ticket sales to it, 8 shows a week for 2 years straight, over 550 shows performing. Yeah, maybe I have my head on right. So I did that, and I was at every single show, never missed one. I even did shows on my birthday. I took 2 breaks off when my grandpa died and my sister died. That's the only breaks I took during that time.
I have a lot of respect for you because you commit to new challenges, you take on new tasks. One, for everybody else around you, right, to prove that whatever their stereotype, that whatever their preconceived notions about you are pretty much false, right? You're battling a mindset that is hard to fight. But doing the stuff changes that over time. But also doing Broadway proves to you that you could do this.
It's very tough. It's one thing to do, Dancing with the Stars for 3 months, 4 months straight. But then it's another thing to do 8 shows a week for 2 years straight and 2.5-hour show. And you're the star of the show. Yeah, it's tough.
That's a lot.
It's tough. And mind you, I was making equity on off-Broadway, $654 a week.
Yeah.
That's how much I made a week. $90 a show. It wasn't about the money. It was about the investment in myself and, I got to do this. I got to do something in the art field, in what I do, to get people to believe in me again.
And do you feel like it helped people? Do you feel like people's perceptions changed?
A booking agent showed up in the show. I stayed there until finally a booking agent came to the show. It was like, I'm a concert booking agent. Let's put you on tour. Started off with 12 shows. 12 turned into 40. 40 turned into 80. 80 turned into 200 that year.
Wow.
And I went from making, $30,000 a year to a lot of money again.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
Hell yeah.
Well, sorry about that. No, go.
Go.
No, I want to talk about the new music again for a second.
Yeah.
So all of these songs, are they about heartbreak or losing a girl you were into?
One person, one song. All the songs are about one person. I wrote them and produced all the beats about one particular situation.
So now that you're in a happy relationship with another girl, is it weird talking about them and promoting and singing because you're constantly reminded of this old girl?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm completely disconnected because my new woman is just incredible. So it's everything I could have asked for or prayed for and more. But I think it's harder for her, because she actually does know how real it is and listens to the words. And I think people are just starting to get out of the fact that they are like listening to the beats. And I love that. I love people listening to my beats. I like so happy. And Lindgren's happy too, my co-producer. We're both really stoked. But now I think people are starting to pay attention to what all of these songs are about.
Yeah, the stories.
And it's called love, but it's not like chipper love, man. It's bad. It's all the aspects of love. It's understanding the crap love to get to a good love. And the person, that person, like me, I was the idiot that stayed in a relationship for 2 years with a backup dancer of mine who was using me for her resume. And literally, I caught a message from her messaging her friend on Facebook when we were in England saying that.
Oh,
and she can't deny that.
That's beyond like a stab in the heart, man.
It was.
Like,
and I stayed with a girl for years after that. Like Christmas, like wouldn't even get any gifts on Christmas. I got her everything. Like would lie to her mother and tell her she's working a New Year's Eve party when she's really sitting next to me on like,
Ooh.
you know, on Christmas Day, like couple days. Like liar. Just,
yeah.
And you can't tolerate that kind of thing. Like people can't take it. Like don't take it. Like I was so depressed. Like my manager is also like my mom. And like, even though like last year was like I broke up with the girl in like, I don't know, like April or something last year or something like that. And then I was so depressed that I had to like move in with my manager and like live with her. She's like my mom too, but like she had to like help take care of me because I was like so sad. And we had a record deal. We had all this great stuff. The music was done, but I was in the lowest point of my life.
Was it because you were so dependent on your ex-girlfriend? What was it?
No, there was nothing to depend on. There was nothing there. Like there was nothing for me to depend on. And that was the moral of this whole EP is I wrote and produced something that like I would make the beats when the girl wouldn't show up or it was like she wouldn't do what she said she was going to do, or I was really sad, or I was like alone by myself out in my house in Malibu. So I'd make that beat. I'd make a beat. And I like most of the beats were called what the titles of the songs are already. Like Sooner or Later, the beat was called Sooner or Later. That's what I named my beat.
I really like the beat on what is it called? Dearly Departed. Is that the one?
Yeah.
See, that caught my attention at first, and I was
Dearly Departed. Her name was Lee, my ex-girlfriend. So Dear Lee Departed.
Oh, I get it.
That's
clever. I like that.
Dear Lee Departed.
Yeah.
Bye. She departed.
Does everything with you start at the beat? Right?
Always. 1,000,000%. Mm-hmm.
That's where it begins.
Nothing else.
But do you hear some of these songs and you're like, people aren't giving it a chance because it's me? Like if I took this song and sold it to Justin or sold it to Zane, it would be one of the biggest songs on the radio right now.
You know what? That's okay. I would rather work really hard and deal with adversity so I can appreciate what I get if I get it.
Mm-hmm.
When I get it, I will get it. Because I'm not going to give up. I didn't give up over the last 10 years. Nothing came over from it for the last 10 years. And then, boom, something happened because I still didn't give up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look, Zayn and Bieber, you guys can take your 100 million plays. 34 million in 60 days for me, I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. Like, I'm a very happy guy. Like, it took, like, Fool's Gold, it took a year for that song to get 1 million plays when I released it independently. I signed with Sony Records. I got 34 million plays in 60 days with Sooner or Later. So I'm chilling.
I think this is the dawn of a very cool day and a new era of Aaron Carter. And I might even say like it might be a new era of Nick Carter too, because the Backstreet Boys are doing some crazy things up in Vegas. Like,
you know what? It's so funny that you say that because our managers and my manager and our managers, they all talk about it and they're like, it's so cool to see like the boys, like the brothers, me and Nick, you know, the Carter brothers, like both back doing our own thing, standing on our own 2 feet. Mm-hmm. Nick is on the other side of the world. I'm on the other side of the world again, doing it again. Just like when I was a teenager and younger. Like, I'm so busy. I mean, we're getting offers in from Australia and Ireland and China and Philippines and South America and Canada and like to do shows and radio. I just did an hour and a half interview with just Ireland radios the other day.
That's awesome.
So, and that's awesome. Like, it's so cool. I was never a radio artist, guys. Like, you know, it was never a thing for me. So everything that I'm seeing, I'm very happy. And yeah, you know what? Like, who knows? Maybe if you put these songs with somebody like a Zayn or Bieber, yeah, that would be good. Well, guess what? If y'all need records like that, you know who the writer and producer is.
You're looking at him.
You're looking at him and you're listening to him too.
Hell yeah.
So that's what makes me different. That's what sets me apart.
And
is that I'm the producer, man. Look at the credits, guys.
I know.
Like
you're so proud of it too. I was gonna say before, you were out there talking to a country band in the lobby of our building, and like you were just, it was like your child. You were just so happy.
It is.
It's
like
really
my
cool
child.
to see. I mean, it really, and for the first time, do you feel like this music is yours? Like, and could you
Well,
say
it
the same
is.
about the music you've done before?
No, I can't. I know who wrote that stuff.
Yeah, wasn't you?
Josh Schwartz and Brian Kirloff. They're like one's a Jewish guy and one's an Asian guy. They're the guys that wrote. I'm serious.
Yeah,
they're the ones who wrote Aaron's Party and How It Be Shaq and all that. Like they're like New Yorkers. Like no, I'm doing it. You know, I'm doing my thing now, and you know what? It's gonna be really fun. I look forward to it. Like I got so many tricks up my sleeve. Like now that you know, I do get such a big hand in the creative process. I can do things like I can create a new song called The Aaron's Party Part 2 if I want. Call Macklemore, get somebody, or Wiz Khalifa, have them feature on it. You know what I mean? Call up Shaq, do the rematch, and make him rap on the song with me or something. Like,
No.
dude, like I got.
Are these feelers out, or
No,
are these
these-
just ideas right now?
Man, these don't even have to be. All I gotta do is make a phone call.
Dude.
That's it.
Dude.
That's all I gotta do. All I gotta do is make a phone call.
Do you have
and
a-
I'm probably gonna make that phone call.
Do you have like a backlog of favors like that like you know that you can go?
You
can
know
call on
what?
these people?
It's just if you're a good person, people will be good to you, and if not, they're probably busy and got something else they got to do.
That's
it. That's all, and that's what
Amen.
it is. You know, the thing about me with coming back out with this project, I was really adamant about not being a piggyback rider. You know, I didn't need anybody featuring on it with me to get any piggybacks.
No,
nothing.
you.
I came back self-titled Aaron Carter Love. You know.
Boom.
So that's it, you know, and it's very gratifying. It's awesome because, and you know what, I really want people to have the same kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever give, like, it's like somebody who, like, tries to run for, like, 20 minutes and is like, oh, man, gets, like, a cramp in their liver and they kind of bend over and stop. No, get up, go through the pain, deal with that pain. It might like make you hit the ground eventually, or maybe you can push through the pain and it'll go away. Like, but at least try it.
Aaron, you're dropping some serious spiritual wisdom on me today, and it feels real nice. Hey, thank you for hanging out. You got any more questions?
Well, yeah, that's not spiritual or serious at all. But two things. First, I watched the video and you were getting tattoos removed.
Oh yeah.
And 2 years later, they're completely covered again. wasn't the idea when you remove them to not get them again?
Well, I was really just trying to get rid of tattoos from an artist I didn't like.
Okay.
But yeah, and then I was trying to like start over. Yeah, I'm gonna start over and do this, but like I changed my mind.
And the second one, you mentioned your brother, but when you were growing up, were you allowed to listen to NSYNC?
No, I didn't want to.
Okay. Backstreet Boy family only?
Obviously.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to. I
Okay.
mean, I loved NSYNC. I mean, NSYNC even, you know, they opened up for me for a couple years in Germany. So
They opened up
They
for
were-
you.
correct.
Isn't that a cool thing to say?
They were cool guys. Yeah.
Wow.
Aaron Carter, thanks for hanging out, man. Much appreciated.
Thanks, guys. Love always seeing you, man.
All right, guys. So, talking about his business dealing with Sony and his contract and how he felt about it back then, versus obviously how he felt later on in his life, and how, the people around him seem to have felt. Right now, I'm downloading my unfinished, very poorly edited, video. It was supposed to just mainly be about Czech because of how fucking disgusting I think he has been this entire time. but also how condescending and like, I mean, just straight out lying. You know, the lies that he's done. So real quick, let me pull this up. We'll delete that. Yeah, Death the Star is a loser. Allegedly, he's a drug addict. You know, damn, I didn't add any of the Xena clips in here. Okay, if you guys are still here after this video, I'll show you what Xena said, and if not, you know, like I said, I'll redo everything. Like I said, make sure I'll link it. You guys don't need to listen to me. Let's do a window capture. Xena, you know, Xena's an acquired taste. I will say that. Xena is an acquired taste. Oh shit. Hold on, I did something wrong, guys. We like listening to you. Yeah, Oliver, but real quick, while I'm doing this, guys, I'd like to say that I apologize to anyone who was in, and I'm gonna clip this and put this on the other channel because I think this is very important. PSA. I apologize to anybody who came into the stream tonight and didn't like the way I maybe responded to some of the comments or how I handled some of the statements that were made or opinions about me. But honestly, you can never ever make everybody happy. Like 100% of people are never going to be happy. So this entire time I've been trying to keep myself in a very neutral and non, you know, aggressive or argumentative way. I do like to argue though, it's fun. But full transparency, if you're coming to my page, I have the right to respond to you however the fuck I want to respond to you. So no, I don't feel like I should just sit here and take what these fucking losers have to say about me or to me when they're making fake YouTube accounts to try to troll me. Like, that's not even funny. Like, do something good at least if you're gonna troll somebody. So no, honestly and truly, from now on, I'm not going to just be playing, you know, the docile professional. I'm on fucking YouTube. This isn't my profession. You don't see me, you don't see me writing articles because I keep my profession off of here. So no, I'm not going to respond nicely to the trolls or any of that bullshit that they wanted me to do. If you don't like me, don't come here. If you have constructive criticism, you could definitely be like, hey, Rico, you know, I kind of just feel like maybe you should ignore them. Like a lot of you guys were saying, just ignore them. Why are you, you know, giving them attention? And then there were some of you who was like, oh my God, I've never seen you so angry. Why are you talking like this? Well, because I'm fucking irritated.
You know,
like,
than
how,
a producer, not.
like, what the flying fuck? Honestly and truly. Everybody else is allowed to be personally affected by something except me. Right? But again, I'm a grown-ass adult. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I could talk, say, respond, however the fuck I choose to. So anyway,
Like,
let's get into these. Let's get into these.
A whole bunch of thugs.
Good at where he go. He come
Okay, hold on.
to the city we live.
So again, damn, I can't stop it? Hold on. Whoa, you're going so fast. Why is it moving so fast?
Stop playing, man. RG shot me, bitch.
Okay, hold on. Just wait. Stop moving.
Like,
why is it just going? Oh my God. Okay, I don't want to slow it down. I mean, look, guys, this is my first time playing media on this shit, so I'm not sure if.
Like, dude, you hang out with a whole bunch of thugs.
Good at where he
Like, dude.
Okay, so apparently I can't.
Good at where he go. He come to the city we live.
Okay,
So, real quick, because it's just gonna play, I can't stop and go. If you guys have been hearing anything that Check has said on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, this man has been saying so many oh, and I got a good one because Rocky is very racially biased, I will say. Rocky is racially biased as a flying fuck. But anyway, Check was saying that he doesn't do drugs. He's never touched fuck, I didn't add those pictures. Damn, guys, I don't even want to play it now because I'm missing the important parts. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Because I'm going to redo this, and I'm going to put it on the clips page and re-upload it here. Yes, he has fake dreads for real. Watch my Check the Star Exposed video, and you'll see it. But this is basically majority of the major Check the Star inconsistencies with his rewriting of his narrative with Aaron. What is this clips page? This clips page is posted media clips. That's all. Posted media clips. And like I said, by the time you guys wake up tomorrow, you'll have a bunch of stuff up there and here as well. And like I said, I just had to say that before I played this because that's not the one I wanted. Because it just goes. It just starts. This is just a run through. Yeah, this is just a quick run through. And like I said, guys, I'm, still learning how or trying to figure out everybody's their schedules and stuff, for lives. But
Like, dude, you hang out with.
Can you guys hear that?
Good at where he go. He come to the city we live.
Let me know if you guys can hear it, because I can't hear it. You guys can? Okay. Well, that's all that matters.
I don't hang out with damn near nobody, and if I do, it's somebody in the industry that actually is doing something, whether it's in a documentary way.
This is your artist, Louie. Louie, you was just on the phone harassing the shit out of me with this man.
You got it, finally.
Let's make it make sense. And we got the recordings, bro, of this dude threatening my life. So if something happens to me, y'all know what it is. He would have beat the fuck out you, and so would have Zapp. He's fucking 16 years old. Antonio was gonna strip you for your own gun, nigga. Stop capping.
Antonio? Who the fuck
the
is
little boy
Antonio?
was gonna strip you. My niggas, the young niggas that be carrying steel, nigga, the real niggas that be out here, boy.
That be carrying steel.
More gangster than you. My little homeboy, my little YG is more gangster than you. You got no stain. You got ran out of South Carolina.
Phony.
So I can't really give you my opinion on that because like I don't know him. I don't know him well enough to give you my opinion.
I've never heard of him, so I don't really know what you guys are talking about.
He's the dude with the dreads in the group.
Yeah. You know how many people? You know how many rappers from Florida got dreads and grills, bro? I don't know who that guy is.
All of them.
Yeah, straight up. I was like, no, but he's been nice to me. I talked to him over messages a few times on the phone. He's been.
That's it.
Since way back.
Bro, I've been dying to have that song on my playlist. You know.
Appreciate it, Rocky.
Because even all the contributing writers love that shit out that song. You know, everybody loves that song. That song fucking fire, dude. And that video was on CNN News, man. Fuck what anybody got to say, dude. The world saw that. You know, the world saw that.
Shout out to Dan 2 times. He put it on WorldStar too.
He met. Hey, check this out. He met Aaron before Louie met Aaron.
No. During the same time.
During the same week. During the same month.
No, because Louie was living at the house where I met him. So he was already living at the same place. Well, he was visiting a friend. Yeah. But like
the album, and he still wants to get all these, and then they touch it up with their people, so he owns it all and gets all the money. That would be a money grab.
Who was giving Aaron?
What?
Who was giving Aaron lean?
Oh man, I'm not no snitch, but it wasn't us.
I'm a snitch. It was Momo.
At this point, I don't care, man.
Who's that?
Well, I don't know if you've ever seen anything, Chuck, but I've gathered a lot of crazy, weird information, and check this out. So, like, you look right here on Momo's Instagram. This is the day of the No Jumper interview.
Who's Momo?
He has a song with Triple X and Nipsey Hussle, and he's from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's best friends with Louie. He was at the No Jumper interview. He had the bottle of lean. He was the one driving the Escalade. He's the one that was hanging out at his house.
I don't know about this.
Really? So
who's this guy? Let me see.
You don't know Momo, huh?
I don't. Now you threw me off here.
Really?
I'm Aaron's only legal artist, and I don't know who that is.
It's not Aaron's artist. I mean, that's somebody that was in Aaron's life.
I've never seen that guy in my life.
Well, you weren't there.
No, I know. I just never seen him ever.
That's the part that's tripping me out. Check.
I've never even heard him. I've never even heard him speak of him.
I've heard of this guy showed up the last week of Aaron's live career. You're telling me you have no idea about Momo? Everybody in this live has pointed out multiple times where Momo was with Aaron on this date. Momo was.
No, you have fun though. It was dope. Yeah, I wish you were there. But he didn't even let Melanie in. Nobody. He only wanted to talk to me. That's fire. You deserve it. It's fire.
Adam?
Yeah.
He still owes me, you know that, right?
I think that he was a little intimidated by the crew I came with because I came with Momo, and I came with Louie, and I came with Glico, and I came with Melanie. So and he wanted to ask questions and didn't I was like, all right, bet, ask me whatever the fuck you want. I ain't scared of nothing. I'm not.
This is your artist, Louie. Louie, you was just on the phone harassing the shit out of me with this man. Let's make it make sense. And we got the recordings, bro, of this dude threatening my life. So if something happens to me, y'all know what it is. Some shit, boy. This some new shit. This some 2022 shit, man.
We don't do money spreads, stupid.
Shit, we do.
What's wrong with these niggas? We do gun spreads.
Big gun spreads. You did? Swear.
Stop over this shit, though. It's all legal, you heard? Oh, fuck it. Call it prop.
Crack over here, man. Oh! Nigga said my shit ain't beating. I don't know why Wavy talking shit about me, nigga.
Let me see the Mary. Oh, I don't beat. I know.
Got a man damn near 40 playing with guns, acting tough.
He's 40?
I'm not 40.
He's not 40.
Are you okay? And I'm not playing with guns. I'll really shoot your ass. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I see you playing with him.
They capped out talking about he's 40. Shut the fuck up. He talking about talking wild like this. You can't laugh.
I showed everyone the medicines I was taking. But the thing is, see, I'm responsible about it. Sharky, you pissing me off. You taking shit off the street. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Hey, come on, don't do that. Go to a fucking psychiatrist, bro, and get it prepared. Come on.
Pharmacy.
Okay, well, I just want you to fucking look at how me, Check, and Joker are all getting.
Problem here. I wasn't even around Aaron during the last fucking 2 months of his life. I was just a friend that would call him and talk to him every day. He was supposed to come to me, or I was supposed to go to him. And guess what? He couldn't get to me, so he wanted me to come to him. What?
We're talking about Aaron. Zaina doesn't need to be brought up in this. There's nothing to do with it.
But I see the comments, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, but people need to chill. We're talking about Aaron, not Zaina. This is about Aaron.
It's crazy. Shit's so crazy. I've been sober off of all prescription medications now for over 2 months.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Let me answer this. No, Angel, those texts she had don't lie. Have you not heard of Doctor in Text?
Popping out of Zan, do the dash, I'm never slowing down. Riding around with the money, I ain't for the top, no, I ain't coming down. The end steady blowing up. Back then you ain't say a thing. Riding around with a Glocky, I don't trust nobody, I seen too many. Now the money at the top and it ain't coming down. Everybody know the name, no, it don't matter what the town. Diamonds on me, they be late. You walking, you be looking fake. Designer around me, I'll be paid. I see in your face all the hate. I be off the Zans now. Fuck you, you ain't gang now. Throwing this money, we hang out. Ain't got no time for no lame now. We do what we want cause we can now. Popping these ends, we don't pass.
really addicted to his prescription drugs. He's addicted to prescription fucking drugs. Like, he's addicted. He's always on fucking Xanax, and everybody fucking knows it. Everybody.
They were huffing together, and
They were
that
huffing
just blows my
together.
mind.
They were popping pills together. The Xanaxes they were doing together. Check was getting them fucking yellow little Xanaxes from Aaron and taking them with Aaron. Whole time at that house when he stayed there for almost 3 months mooching off of Aaron, he was doing fucking drugs with him.
Because we got people like that in the fucking elite group that they try to call themselves, bro. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't even there. Y'all literally hanging on to people that are there, hoping to God someone fucking gives you a rope that you could fucking pull yourself up with. At the end of the day, bro, you do nothing but enable people. I don't know how you could sit there on Good Morning America after sipping your fucking lean and popping your perks and
Sorry guys, Rocky was or is being oh, here she is. Come here, baby. We want to say hi to the stream real quick? Rocky. That's so rude. You don't want to say hi to your people? They love you. Honestly, I feel like they like you more than they like me. But, you know, Rocky said that you guys were just so wild tonight that she doesn't. Oh, my hair looks wild. Rocky said that she's not really, you know, happy. No, my Rocky with an IE is not. It is Rocky's bedtime. I wanted Rocky to come say what's up to you guys. Let's see. Hold on. Can you guys see her? Yeah, she's chilling in front of the light. Um, but yeah, I wanted to thank everybody for coming in. Again, I wanted to apologize because the stream was rudely interrupted. And yes, I allowed it to get interrupted, but I think that sometimes stuff needs to be said. Like, turning the other cheek doesn't always fucking work, and it also doesn't teach anybody a goddamn lesson. So, friendly reminder to all of you lovely people that, you know, I'm not always just gonna sit here and shut up and take it. Pause, because pause is fuck. But, thank you guys for coming and enjoying the stream. When you guys wake up mañana, oh my god, my fucking hair. When you guys wake up tomorrow, you will have a, this is wild. Do you see this? You see where I always wear my hats, guys? God damn. So anyway, when you guys wake up tomorrow, you'll have a bunch of new content to. You're right, Barbara. You can't teach a troll a lesson, and that's why I like to fight. I do. But yeah, you guys, I love you all. Tomorrow, you guys will wake up with a bunch of new content on both channels, so make sure you're following the posted clip page. And you know, I'll do a deep dive into the contract and all of the good shit that I didn't get to by today. You'll also have part 2 of the spaces with Morgan on it. Oliver, again, happy birthday. Jojo, good night. Princess Allison, good night. Jamie, thank you for stopping in. Good night. Daya, good night. I appreciate you. Carissa, good night. I love you too, Oliver. And last but not least, before I go, one last shout out to Dina, Cassandra, and Tracy, all for donating to tonight's stream, you guys. You know, this channel is a lot. Thank you. It's a vibe, bitch. I like your name. Have a good night. But Joker Pop, have a good night. Yeah, thank you for donating because we are trying to do a lot of new stuff with the channel, and you know, not just new. Good night, Angel. I will talk to you soon. Good night, B. And whoever the fuck went into Die, my other channel is Posted Media Clips. POSTIDMEDIA Clips. All one word or all together. Good night, lover child. I love you too, Dina. Good night, Cassandra. You're very welcome. I usually play music for you guys as I'm going out. So do you guys want some tunes until we like, you know, while you guys kind of head out? I gotta find some fucking tunes that aren't gonna get me copyright strike. Excuse me. Yeah, I got. Fuck, you might not be able to hear me, but I got these new super cool headphones. They change color and whatnot. They have like their own app, actually. Thanks to the donation. Shout out to you guys. What kind of vibe are we in, guys? What kind of vibe are we in tonight? Good night, Die. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely going to sleep. But you know, some of the people do really enjoy the music outros, and it's just kind of like more of a calming way to end. Oh, I have an artist that you guys may or may not like, Najee. I've done an interview with him before. He's a super dope dude, super creative and talented artist, producer. He's everything. Yeah, this artist is very fucking dope while you guys all head out. This is pissing me off. I promise it is. Because I do need to put Rocky to bed. Oh, those are really good too, but I think those ones might be copywritten. Najee is an independent artist, so what independent means is that he could still copyright me if he wanted to, like copyright strike my video, but most people just don't, don't do that because they want their, music to be seen and heard. Fucking A. Maybe it's on his channel. If not, I'll just play some of his other music. Most all of his music is really, really good, guys. This is Najee's YouTube page. I don't subscribe to him here. And see, he only has 5,000 subs. It's not like, he's a super big artist. But when you hear his music, you're going to be like, oh my God. This is like amazingness. I really want you guys to hear Love. That's what I'm looking for. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna kind of cry because tonight was. Ooh. What, Najee? Really? Damn. He doesn't really have any of the good ones. Blood, Sex, and Magic is really good. Misfit is good. Blow, Drive, Fool for You, yeah. Wow. I'm getting a call on my text now number, and there's only one person who really has this number, so I'm gonna wait for them to call, and then I'm gonna text them. Be like, what do you want?
Not the gun I had in mind. It's alright. The way
Nah, definitely not tonight, Satan. Doom 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 doom. That's really funny for those of you who are still on the stream. Mr. Matthews just called me. I'm still streaming. I said I'm still streaming. It's called As of Late. You cheating on you? I'm sorry, I am. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I am cheating on you with a human. So it's Najee and insightful as of late. Here we go. Love that. Finally, right?
Creating your first video? You should start with the music. Go to artlist.io and get high quality music and sound effects for any type of video you want to create.
Alright, good night everybody. Hope you enjoy the music. Make sure you hit the like button before you head out. As I read these text messages that Morgan just sent me. Don't forget the promise you made to me. I'll see you in Oh fuck, I don't want to show his number. Hold on. Oh, it's not gonna. You guys see that? I don't think you guys can see what that says. Well, Jamie, since you're the only one who still... Yeah, there we go, B. You've seen it. It is decent of it. I don't know what he wants to talk about, but... Enjoy the music, guys. I love you all. Thanks for coming in.
Strikes 10 and I remember you. Can you still keep it?
I don't know what the move is tonight. I might come over, help you out of my head. I don't know how I feel inside. Won't you come over and chill? I don't know where you've been all my life. I don't know where
mood is. You and chill. My suit is still pressed from last night. Born in the era I've been. Raw cones getting filled up, sealed up. Hear us make them. Took her to Upper Yard. She said she won't Jamaican. Still on vacation. I've been up here. Yes, I'm late. Purple Timbs, dirt on them. Drug rug with the stench. How I move like a pimp. She don't even know. Love in my eyes, heart still ice cold. What's cooler than being cool? She said ice cold. Do you really see yourself even riding for me? She said when you on road, don't you cheat? Damn, baby, don't assume. Said I don't give a bleep. You ain't seen nothing yet. Clean, feeling fresh. So if it's meant, then yeah, we gon' do it regardless. Next day singing loud. How could you be so heartless?
But all I see is love in your eyes. You can't take this high. It's only for tonight.